So good evening, good evening. And it is a good evening. The first time in 22 years we are champions of England. The first time since YouTube has been invented. YouTube was not even created the last time Arsenal won the league. 2004. I can't really do that.
Yeah, me and Kenny with the barnacle.
How are we, lads? How are you, Kenny? How are you, Matty? Big up everyone in the chat. First podcast, we've seen a trophy, all three of us, on a podcast.
Yeah, well, collectively, I'll tell you one thing. Before you get to Matty, I just want to say one thing. I pulled myself together because, Crystal Palace away, unfortunately, last minute. And obviously, I think Lee, I think it's probably for the safeguarding reasons and for the good of the club. I missed out last minute, so I watched at home, but I was like a bear of a sore head. I hated everyone. I hated Arsenal for putting these restraints in place. I hated Crystal Palace for actually doing their job properly. I was sitting there, game didn't matter. It was stinking hot, 33 degrees. I was in Crouch End. And I thought, people were saying, come down. I went, nah, I don't want to do it. Watch the game. And then my wife had a word with me. She said to me, look, you're part of this. You know, you've been going all your life. We've made sacrifices so you can go football. We don't have holidays in the football season. Well, we have holidays, but you don't. You're exempt from going because of your football. And now this is the moment you've been dying for, and you don't want to be part of the celebration. So I thought, yeah, you know what, I deserve to be part of it. So I actually did a walk from Crouch End through the Crouch End all the way through to Crouch Hill, and I was everywhere I went. I could hear people calling me name. I was getting hugged. There was a family, you know, who I sit there at the Emirates, and they were so happy to see me. And then his brother came out, he's at me, and his daughter, and there was another 4 people. I get to a stretch of road, you know, the One Life kitchen in Crouch Hill. Someone just shakes me out. He's not even he said he watches all our stuff, but he supports Man. He supports Man United, but he just wanted to shake me out and said congratulations. And then I get into like the noodles bar, past it. Got person that I've worked with for 30 years, and she lives in the Andover estate with their me. I was introduced to I think it was a son. We had a hug, and that I haven't got Highbury yet. And then I got Finsbury Park, went to both pubs, the Pins, couldn't get in. Went to a tavern in Tottenham Park, couldn't get in. Went to Blackstock, they were kicking people out. And then I walked through Highbury. Oh my God, the amount of people went, oh my God, it's you, pointing to me. And then I just did a little video at the Marble Horse, and I just thought, you know what? This is my home. This is where I learned about our great club, and this is where I used to go to JV Centre as a kid. So I thought I'd do a little video here. Forget doing the videos I normally do pre-match and post-match. I thought, let's go there. It was very symbolic. And then after that, it was pandemonium. Stop for photos. People all talking, so they watch our stuff. You know, one guy who's lived in America 40 years, Perry Bruno. Yeah, I met him. Watches the stuff. Had a great chat. There was this guy. He put his dad on the phone, and I spoke to his dad on FaceTime. Me, someone who's kids for Arsenal, but because of what we do with the podcast, FaceTime, and then it was like photos. There's guys with bigger arms than me and Matty, young lads, and then we were posing. We had a photo, and then I got up the steps, and other people from it, and there was this couple of young lads grabbed me and went, oh my God, Kenny. So I photographed them, and then one went, Troops, it's Ken. I turned around, I went, oh my God. I gave Troops the biggest hug ever, and I saw Zar, and Brennan was there, so that was really good. And then the amount, and just the photos, I think I've said it to you already, what it was like. I went to go down the stairs to get back to Finsbury Park to get some dinner. Not a chance. It was like packed. with people just so happy that what we've been doing. But I'll tell you one thing now, unbelievable, mate. If you think yesterday is bad, you wait till Saturday what it's going to be like in Islington if we win the gong. Matty, take it away.
Kenny, I will take the ball and I will run with it, my friend. This football club has a chance to do something. Lee, me and Albert was talking. Kenny, we were talking. Correct me if I'm wrong in this. We was discussing this last night. Will we be the first team to win the league and the Champions League in the same season?
I
feel like Manchester United would have done it.
Yeah, Man U did the treble.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought Man United.
City done the treble.
United did it. Yeah, I told myself I think Man United might have did it, but we were talking
Man
about
United, Man City. Yeah,
Man United,
Man City. Liverpool.
Okay, that's what I had. We was trying to figure it out last night. It's been so damn long since we won a title. You got to start thinking about shit like that. When you start thinking about it, y'all started picturing me what I looked like back in the day, man. Y'all saw it in the chat, but it's just like, you look back, you look at this past week, man, and it's like a blur almost. It happened, and then you win the title yesterday, and all I could think about yesterday, and this is why I was quiet, kind of relatively quiet yesterday, is I kept looking at, I was looking at the manager, and I could just see it in his eyes. As I've stated, I was been a manager as well, and I could just see it in his eyes. He was there, but his mind is on Saturday. And he knows, all of us know what Saturday, if we can get Saturday out of the way, and there's a good chance Saturday we could get something done here. We're able to sit at that table. All three of us remember, we're 20 years removed. Now, we talk about 22 years for this title. Now, we're 20 years removed from that night. Jens Lehman, which, by the way, he tickled me yesterday when he said, he told Raya, don't get sent off. Because he know we were pissed off with him about that for a while. You're removed from that, and we were there. And there's a lot that you can take away from that game, too, as well, because we were leading in that game. And we was all thinking, okay, yeah, this is it. We can do something here. We all saw how that turned out. So I am praying, man. This is one reason why I hadn't bought a kit. Is I am praying that we can get a star above that crest, because I'm telling you guys, it's you talk about a truly once in a lifetime opportunity. If we can get over this line, then we're really having a discussion here. Because I looked at those owners yesterday. Remember I told y'all, I said these owners, for all the stick, we all give them. One thing I can say is they love success. When they get success, they absolutely love it. They drink it up. And you could just see old man Stan with that trophy, him and Josh walking with their trophy yesterday. And I told Albert last night, I said, I think reality hit him how big football is across the world yesterday. It's one thing to pick up a Super Bowl trophy, but it's another thing. Carefree. Carefree. What's up, brother? Hope you're doing well, man. It's one thing to pick up a Super Bowl trophy, but when you pick up that Premier League trophy yesterday, and you could just see the look in Josh's face, the vindication, the standards, and you could just see it's like the light bulb went off yesterday. And I'm hoping that propels everybody at the club to move forward, because I think that we're in a window here, Kenny, where if you go back, harking back to when we used to win titles on a regular, we will win them in bunches. You might win a league here, you might win the FA Cup there, you might win another league, you might want to pick up a double here. That's how it used to be. You just pick up trophies along the way. And I think we're in a situation with some of the other teams. Carefree's there. Chelsea's got to get sorted out. United, you don't know what you're gonna get with United. Liverpool's kind of in flux. They got to do rebuild. City's gonna probably have to get a little bit of a tune up there. But there's opportunity there, Kenny, to make some noise here for the next couple of years. And it's just about how we approach it, in all aspects of the team. So, I'm still on cloud nine, man. I went out yesterday. I had my shirt on. And even here in Georgia, man, folks was like, "Hey, man, we're back." And a cat come up to me. He was talking like, "You remember what's that old movie, Trading Places?" He come up to me, he goes, "We're back."
You know what it is, right? Is that I was watching a podcast I only saw one sentences. Now I know Carefree Lewis is watching. I know he's got sort of a handle over us because he's seen his team win 2 Champions Leagues. I'm really jealous of you, by the way, and you're world champions. Touching on a few points you've made, you talk about the Cronkies being obsessed with success and loving success. The challenge for the Cronkies is that all their now they got a full portfolio of champions of either current champions or previous champions in their sporting franchises. However, what I have noticed is that there haven't been a sustained period of domination in any of those franchises in American football, the hockey, but they've all won big trophies. I think the thing with Arsenal is a very interesting thing. It's very difficult to be a dominant force in English football. I mean, Chelsea were threatening to do that in 05 and 06 when they won the title. And then but what they didn't reckon on was that Man United were slowly building a team around players like Ferdinand, CR7, Rooney, and they were also buying players like Nani, but mainly Carrick, Ferdinand, CR7, and Rooney. They came back at them, and that's the situation. And then obviously Man United went to dominate in Europe, but Chelsea were always there and thereabouts. And I feel for Carefree Lewis as a fan, not your club, as a fan. I was thinking for people like Clearlake to take your club over and do what they've done to your club is like neglectful. But all I'm trying to say is that last year when Liverpool won the league, we thought they were going to go on a total domination because we kind of thought last year that Man City were in sort of transition, and it kind of proved it this year. They could have won the league, but they didn't have those kind of game managers to when they went a goal up to actually see games out, and that's why we were able to win the league by the amount of points we did. But there's still some teething problems at the football club in terms of like the left-hand side does need a bit of improvement. We need cover for right back, and our front three, with all respect, isn't what I call top if It's not as good as the Liverpool front three under Jurgen Klopp. It's not good as the Man City front three. So if you're talking about domination, the left-hand side needs improving, and the front three needs a lot of improvement because you want to be in a situation that at Man City's best, at Liverpool's best, at Chelsea's best, they still can't beat the best, i.e. Arsenal. Just like people are now saying at our best, we couldn't beat the Man City side. No, I think the Man City side over the last few years, and I still believe that they were there for the taking in 23 and 24, that they won the treble in spite of the fact they were there for the taking. There were instances where we didn't believe we were better than them in 23. And when we thought we could be better than them, it was too late in 24. Now, all the things I've been saying and what I believed came to fruition this year. So we don't want to be in a situation where we're one season champions because the 91 side was a fantastic team, but it didn't win a title we didn't win a title for another 7 years. 89 was a fantastic one-off achievement, but we didn't retain it a year afterwards. And Arsene Wenger's great teams never retained a title and never dominated in Europe. So if we can learn anything from that period, is that's the opportunity. But don't think it's giving us done. It's very easy for Tim Sherwood to say, yeah, they're going to go and dominate now. I speak to a good friend of mine, Andy Nunn, and he thinks that we're going to go and dominate. Don't work like that. Don't work like that. Whichever team gets out of blocks really quickly, they're the ones who go on to win things. Liverpool got out of blocks last year, 24-25, and never really got challenged and stayed there. Arguably, we got out of the blocks after Liverpool were fanned out, and we kind of stayed there, although we did our very, very best to throw it away. But we stayed there. So it's not forgiving. If Liverpool get their act together, or Man United get their act together, or Man City realise that Pep's not there, but still believe that they can dominate. Whoever wins the league next season is going to be a team that gets a good start and sustains it. So it could be us next season, but it may not be us. But I'll tell you one thing, before we get a Matty and Lee, we've got some massive, Mikel Arteta's got some massive decisions to make in terms of team selection for the match, because the team picks itself, or does it? Lee, we can't hear you.
You're doing the Kenny. You're doing the Kenny.
Experienced streamer. Big up to Andy, bro. I'll give credit to Arteta for winning the league, but respect is earned. Win Saturday of my respect. Fucking hell, speak. Get this guy a beer. He'll have my respect and he'll go down in history. And that's the thing, we can actually make history for our football club. And like, obviously the players are going to be on cloud 9, but they do have to focus at some point this week on that game. So I'm hoping they're not fucking hammered by the time they get there. Because the scenes yesterday, it was so nice just seeing some of these players that have like come through the academy actually win a title. Like seeing Skelly jumping around, obviously Eze's back and came through the academy before. Saka, Max Dowman. You know what I'm saying? It's just nice to see the younger ones fucking doing it. And then players that we've cussed out, winning it as well. Like, do you know what I'm saying? And even the manager. And the one thing I liked about the manager yesterday, I said this to you on the watch along. When they got the trophy and Odegaard was walking towards the stage, Arteta walked off and just let the team have their moment. Yeah, and then he went and joined back in with them. I thought that was quite a nice touch. But mate, I'm absolutely buzzing. This whole week has just been a blur, man. Since that full-time whistle against Man City the other night for Bournemouth, this whole week it's flown past, man. Yeah, so it's so quick. And it's just like, we're just waiting to see that trophy lift, man. But enjoy it, people, because we might go another 22 years. Yeah, it could be the last one you see. Who knows? Or it could go on to dominate. And this is the thing, the Cronkies. Yeah, I didn't see Berta there yesterday. I don't know if he was there, but I didn't see him on the telly. But the Cronkies and Berta have got a lot of work to do in the summer because we have got players that need to leave. Yeah, and like Kenny and Matt has said, we do need to, if we're going to dominate, we have to go out there and get our business done early like we did last summer. And it's no coincidence that we got players in real quick, got them up to speed in training, and then we obviously go on and win the league. Yeah, and I feel like we definitely need left winger, 100%. Yeah, I think we need to make some big decisions on some of these players as well. Zubimendi, yeah, Madwakey, they're just not for me, But it is what it is, man. Hey Kenny, you forgot to tell the story about all the fans that were hugging you and taking photos. You forgot to tell them about the 2 Spurs lads.
Oh my god! You know what's happening,
Matty?
It was a fun. You know what? I actually think one of them is in the chat somewhere. I think one of them must be in the chat. But it was actually quite hilarious. We're doing our fan cam, and you know, my party trick is that I don't normally do it outside the stadium because I think, you know what, there's lovely takeaways in Fuji Park that close at 11 o'clock, and I know, like, you know, rightly so, you do the show, you know, the watch along, and of course you've got to answer questions. You know, fans are going to want to, you know, hear your opinions post match, not just during the match. So of course you're out there. Well, it obviously it was a massive thing. You know, it's not every day we see the title being won. We get the podcast started. I've got me food with me. Get on the bus W3, my party trick, and I thought, you know what? The bus W3 only takes me so far. And I said, I ain't walking the rest of the way. I said, we've got on 2 buses. So as I was getting out, I couldn't believe it. I mean, those 2 Spurs fans, I mean, like, you've got nerves showing their faces around there. But if you know anything about Crouch End, geographically, if you didn't drive, you'll think that even though it's on Haringey, it's on the Haringey-Islington border. So Arsenal's actually near. If you get the bus W3, walk down on Fern Park Road, and then get into like the Haringey Park, Australian Road, and then cross over, you're in Islington. But geographically, it's as close to Spurs. If you get the W3 and go through Ali Pali, it's through Spurs. Or if you get the 41 and go all the way down to you know, through Hornsey, and you get into Turnpike Lane, that's a Tottenham area. So it's half and half. But those 2 guys, he was livid. He weren't happy with me or you. He didn't like the fact we won a title. The guy, there was actually a guy who had a helmet on, And so he wasn't he wasn't a helmet. He just had a helmet on. Whether he's a helmet or not, that's up to him and his mates or his girlfriend. But there's another guy, and it's always the smallest ones, isn't it? The small angry ones who probably run the company, but they always have a big lad a bit behind him. And he was going, I'm Paris all the way. I'm Paris this. Come on, Paris. I said, oh, you're rooting for them? Yeah. I said, what shirts you going to wear next week? PSG ones. Oh, God, I can't wait to see him next week and we win the Champions League.
Oh, you won't see him. You won't see him at all. You'll never see him again. Yeah, that was funny. He goes, there's a couple of Spurs fans over here. He goes, I'm just doing my fan cam with Lee. Yeah, and the geezer just went like that on the camera, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I said, look at the state of that fucking helmet.
He started saying, "How comes if you're an Arsenal fan? How comes you're
How comes you're sat on your sofa? Yeah, all right, mate. It's Tottenham. Piss off. Nobody cares." It was fucking funny, man. They're so rattled as well. Yeah, Man United fans are rattled as well. Yeah, they can all cry. Man United, since Man United have won a trophy, we've won one. Chelsea have won one. Man City have won one. Villa have won one. Palace have won one. And Tottenham have won one.
And Leicester City won too.
Yeah.
And Wigan.
No, I mean the literal like the last trophy.
Okay,
Since they won their last trophy 2 years ago.
13.
All them teams have won a trophy. Yeah. So listen, everyone keeps talking about Man United. They could be a big threat next season.
West Ham.
Well, let's have a look at that next season. Yeah, because they're going to be playing more than one game a week. Yeah, and as we've seen this season, it ain't easy. Tottenham couldn't do it. Chelsea couldn't do it. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's all well and good saying that they've got they're going to challenge for a title and this and that. They've got to replace Casemiro first. Yeah, and all we've got to do is just go out there, get rid of a couple of these players, and go and get some proper quality in there. Yeah, especially in the forward lines. Yeah, like the forward positions, attacking midfield as well. Yeah, because some of the games that we've watched this season, obviously, ultimately don't matter now. We won the league. Some of the games we've watched this season, man, no creativity at all. And next season, they're going to clamp down on these holding on corners and stuff like that.
They're starting that in a couple of weeks, Lee. They're starting at the World Cup.
Yeah, facts.
They said they're going to institute that rule in the World Cup. So, if it's instituted in the World Cup, it's going to be in the league. So,
facts.
You have to also think about it. What was that stat I read out yesterday, Lee? No red cards.
And no penalties.
No penalties. Now, we know that's changing. Now we know the odds of that happening again. It's slim to none, and Slim just left my house. So it ain't happening. So yeah, there will be some changes next year in the rules. And but me and Kenny, we talked about this earlier this year. I mean, it's just in the natural football order of things in sport. You've got a bunch of guys that's been together 7, 8, 9 years, 6, 7, 8 years. Longer for some of the young ones. I mean, it's normally for teams to start changing stuff around. It's like I said, I think last week or the week before last, some of these players are probably not going to be with us after next weekend.
Well, Martinelli, did you see him cuddling his dad for about 5 minutes? Mate, he might be out of it.
Yeah. Odegaard, he kind of had
he didn't look like he was on it yesterday when he was standing there.
Yeah, so
it's almost like he was resigned to the fact that he's out of it.
Yeah, and then I just read before we went live.
Maybe that's just him. I don't know. But it did look like, I said it on the on the watch along. I said he don't really look like he wants to be there.
Well, before we went live, I was reading an article about Trossard saying that he feels like he may be back next year, and he's got 1 year left on his deal. So how Berto operates when it comes to when a person got 1 year, you're gonna have to make a decision. So there's gonna be some tough decisions made in the off season, and there's gonna be some people I can't tell you who. So for some people ask, who you think's gonna leave? I don't know. You just never know how things work upstairs. But there will probably be some changes next year, and I just hope we bring in, because we're at a point now. We've won a title. We're competing for a Champions League, and if we win a Champions League, now there's another level of player that we should be going after when you get to that stage, because all of us has been on this journey. All of us was there when it was. We got to get in the Champions League to get world-class players. We got to bring in world-class players. Now we're at that stage where, hey, we need to be looking at legit, world-class players coming in here to, play with the likes of people like David Raya and Saliba and and Magalhaes because they're gonna get hungry. Did you see Saliba and Magalhaes yesterday? They're gonna want more of this. I mean, a lot of those players are gonna be like, I want this feeling over and over and over, much as I can get it. You know, Carvajal retired yesterday he left Real Madrid yesterday. 27 honors. You don't think that the average football? Always say,
that's more than Tottenham.
Who goes to work? Who goes to work and wants to just get a little certificate in a coupon to the pizza restaurant? Nobody wants that. People want trophies. They want to be recognized. And so when I saw those guys yesterday, man, I said, yeah, what it means to them is what it's going. The standard is going to change next year for a lot of these players and what they expect when they come in and say, hey, look, we're here to win. You know, you're going to hear a lot more interviews next year where they say, well, what's the objective? To retain the trophy, to win. You're going to start hearing stuff like that, and that's a good thing, man. It was really good to see those guys, and you see Declan Rice, and as I stated yesterday, Lee, on the broadcast, who literally put his body on the line, yesterday, and get a trophy for his efforts. So I think a lot of that's going to carry over, and I think there's a lot of players are going to look to see what we got going on over here and see that, you know what, this might be an opportunity for me to come over and get something with a defense like that. With Raya, I mean, that's one of the hardest things to do in football is to get your back line and your defense sorted out. And when you can get that sorted out, then you can kind of build from that. You know, Fergie did it. You know, from the spine, you go from the back to the front, and then once you get that sorted out, then you're pretty much good to go. You got at least a good 2-3 year window. You know, that granted, everybody stays healthy. You know,
no facts, and the thing is as well, the fact that we, listen, whether we win it or not, we'll find out Saturday. And the fact that we got there and we got one step further than last year, that means we can actually get there or thereabouts. That makes us instantly more attractive than most teams anyway. Yeah, and we've got the money. Like somebody just put in the comments a second ago, apparently we've got 770 million in revenue this year. That's fucking incredible. Now we have to spend the money wisely.
Well, the thing about it is that, you know, I was talking to Matty about, you know, demonstration, because I remember, I don't know, is it Loose Cannons? Podcast with Turkish and James and Jordan. He said that he conceded that Man United and Liverpool are bigger clubs than us, but we're probably the most relevant club. I can understand where Jordan's coming from, but you've got to remember there's recency. Recency is a very good thing in football. You know, everyone's talking about if Arteta wins the Champions League and the league. Obviously, Ian Wright he was good, but he showed why we think Ian just have a glass of milk yesterday, because he was coming out of all sorts of like I said, comments that made me think, hang on here. I felt they were very disrespectful towards George Graham. I thought they were disrespectful to Wenger and Herbert Chapman. I thought they were extremely disrespectful. He was saying that if Arteta wins the Premier League and the Champions League, he'd be going down as the greatest manager. I think that's disrespectful to the great managers that we've had, because as much as we want to say the Champions League, he's got to get more. He's got to build a dynasty. Then he'll be the greatest. To just forget about what I noticed is the way Pete was singing songs to Wenger, whilst George Graham, just not forget, he weren't a bad manager, and that was the only downside. And I thought Ian Wright, it's a happy time, but don't disrespect previous managers who's had success.
I don't know how he was on Sky Sports anyway. When was the last time Ian Wright's actually been on Sky Sports?
He's basically like he's just a mascot. He's no different to the mascots that walk out the play that holds hands with the players and coming out. That's the difference. Maybe people think I'm a stick in the mud, and we're in a great rate 5, but Ian Wright has always got to say something. I think Ian Jesus Christ, shut up, will you? Yeah.
I'm glad I watch football on mute and they don't have all this.
Yeah, but I think, and that's why I talk about the recency. Don't get me wrong. Arsenal, there's a lot of Arsenal fans. Matty, I can only talk what you told me about, the situation in United States. I'm here in Kenya, West Africa, you know, Nigeria, Ghana. And
But it's always been like that. But the difference is now we have social media. I mean, all three of us knew.
Yes.
You remember we went undefeated. Y'all remember that?
Definitely. But I think it is.
You remember the fanfare back then? I mean, it was, you couldn't see it as much as you saw on Twitter and on these outlets yesterday because of social media. So now you're able to see stuff in real time. You're able to see these fans in other countries.
And you know what his situation is that segueing to the point I made yesterday. You know, we're talking about the parade, and without a shadow of that, Arsenal is definitely the biggest club in London. You know, the parade when we won the FA Cup in 17 and 14 and 15, there was about 250,000 fans out there, 300,000. I think there'll probably be about triple, if not 4 times that. But what I want to say, and I'm just saying one thing, and I think I should use your platform if you don't mind. If you're not an Arsenal fan, just please stay away, please. It's our time, it's our moment. There's people coming all the way from all over the 4 corners of the world just for this moment. Let them enjoy it. If you're a Chelsea fan, and I want to shake Carefree's hand, I want to shake every other podcaster who's telling their fans stay away. I know social media is very, very big, and I know what it's like where you always create you can spread the word of mouth through social media, but please stay away, man. If you're not an Arsenal fan, don't take the mickey. Don't spoil it for us. We don't want arrests. We don't want punch ups. Come on, leave it. It's our time.
It's 22 years.
They're trying to get DJ, DJ AG online out there. He does fantastic work for the community. But please, mate, don't come. I know you're an Arsenal fan. Come as a fan. Come if you want to bring the grime jealous, bring all your fans, but don't bring your decks. Because if you do that, and then I'm not slagging him off because his music's fantastic. But he brings his decks, and what happened is that fans, AG fans, will come. And then Arsenal fans who should have it to themselves won't be able to get in because what if the police say, no, you can't come through. We're not letting anyone come through Highbury and Islington. You can't get there. Angel, no, you can't get there. It's full. And then some Arsenal fans have come all the way from all 4 corners of the world just for this moment, can't get in. But Chelsea fans who are just there to cause trouble or fit are going to be there, or AG fans are going to be there. Just stop going on your campaigns and trying to get AG there. Please, this is not the Nottingham Carnival. If AG wants to go to Nottingham Carnival. There's some decks. I know people there. They can get you there, but you don't need me there. Just remember, this is a football event. This isn't carnival. There's going to be no, curry goat. There's going to be no jerk chicken. There's going to be no food stalls. It's just going to be fans. Hopefully, parading the Premier League and the Champions League. But if not the Champions League, just the Premier League. It's our time. It's our time, please. Stay away if you're not an Arsenal fan and you support other clubs, stay away. If you're not a football fan and you don't like football, stay away. Just buzz off. Buzz off. This ain't a joke. We've been waiting for this moment for 22 years. We're waiting to have a relevant turnout of fans. We don't disrespect Chelsea. We don't disrespect Liverpool. We know what happened in Liverpool with that tosser, that son of a bitch who tried to kill people. The son of a bitch. It's not going to be like that. But it could be worse than that if you guys think it's a fun. Because you guys don't understand club rivalry. There's away sections for a reason. Some Arsenal fans, effed about and found out 2 weeks ago. Don't spoil this parade for us. Come on. Buzz off. Watch it on TV and buzz off. And stay away.
Yeah, I don't understand why fans of other clubs would want to go to an Arsenal parade in the first place.
It's a strange behavior, ain't it?
It's weird. You didn't see Everton fans on the Liverpool parade last year. Yeah, they were probably all hiding in their houses. Fucking go and get out of it, and fucking bastards have won the league. Yeah, we'll just stay indoors today. I just think it's a bit weird. I can't lie. I've seen a few things like doing the rounds. Like I understand people have got mates that are Arsenal, so they want to go with their mates and like celebrate with them and all that. Nah, piss off, man. Get out of here, bruv. It's an Arsenal parade. You don't need Chelsea fans there. Big up Lewis, man. Carefree Lewis, love always, man.
Yeah, big news.
Yeah, I just think it's a bit weird. But Leah, London's going to be locked down, mate. Locked down. It's going to be shut. If we win that Champions League, mate, I don't think anyone's going to work for a month. I swear, man. Yeah, thing is as well, everyone asking like in the chat, do we have a chance? Of course we've got a chance, man. We're in the final. Yeah, and if we score first, matey, we know this guy can just close up shop, and then we just pray after that.
I agree with that, Lee. But I want to see us turn the knife on PSG. I want to see the knife turn.
Imagine we go and bang them 5-0 like they did.
I want to see the knife turn. I want to see a message sent. This is where I'm at with this football club. I want to see some folks suffer. We suffer for 22 years. I told this to Norski. I said we suffer for 22 years. I want some other folks to suffer for 22 years. I want them to feel the pain, the gnashing of teeth. The frustration that I felt for 22 years, I want them to feel it, especially United fans. I don't give a damn about a Manchester United fan right now. I'll tell you, with the hell we went through with them, I had to sit down and watch it decade after decade in the City fan, decade after decade, decade after decade. I give a damn about Spurs. You saw what they thought about. You saw what Spurs was about yesterday. I mean, we all had a laugh at that yesterday.
Oh, that was a shambles. Yeah. We're jumping around celebrating with their tops off in the ground, fucking giving it the bay. Like you've literally just stayed in the Premier League by the skin of your teeth.
I told Noski yesterday after we got off the league. I was headed to run an errand. I told him, I said they'll get dropped down next year. I said they got by this year. They'll drop next year.
Mate, the way their players were celebrated as well, it's an embarrassment. Yeah, they're running around kissing and hugging each other. Van der Ven running around fist pumping, knee slides going on. It's like that kind of sums up that football club anyway, doesn't it? That right there sums them up. That's why I've never seen them as rivals to me. They're just a shit show.
They should just walk right off the pitch yesterday.
They should just thank you and just walked off and found shame.
But this time last year, though, Lee, sorry to interrupt, Matty. But this time last year, it's very easy for you to say there's rivals, but you were amongst the school of people who were actually, when they won the Europa League, we were livid. You were one of them was livid. You know what I mean? You were, and we didn't know why we were livid, but regardless of, I know how you feel about Spurs, well, and how you got no respect for them. You always find out how much you hate the club and how much their rivals in unexpected circumstances. For me, it's expected. For you, it's unexpected. You said you don't respect because they're rivals, but you were fuming when they won the Europa League.
Do you know why I was fuming?
There must be something inside you.
I was more fuming at Man United for fucking around. Because if Man United win, Man United do win, don't they? But allow them to win something. It's a fucking shit show.
Say Man United playing Nottingham Forest and Nottingham Forest won the Champions League. You wouldn't have been, won the Europa League. Would you have been as angry with Man United as you were because they lost to that lot?
No.
And I think inside all of us, either it's taught by our parents or you learn about it because you read the books or you happen to go to Tottenham Hotspur away and you think, right, just a normal football match, and then they treat you like you effed around and found out, and you think, oh, that's the rivalry. Because I've seen something there. Those two lads that came on that are brought onto the fan cam, you may think that it's not a massive rivalry. Not saying you in general, but people in general. But let me tell you something there. They bloody hate us. They bloody hate us. 20 years ago, when I was in Paris for the final, I was with ITV News London, and they were telling me that there's Spurs fans wearing Barcelona shirts in London. This Saturday there'll be Spurs fans wearing PSG shirts.
Yeah. Well, we've already seen a Man United fan wearing one. He was on his treadmill chatting rubbish to me the other day. See you tomorrow, Rams.
Well, his brother supports Tottenham, doesn't he? His brother supports Tottenham.
They'll probably both do a watch along in their PSG shirts together.
They call it hate-alongs, don't they? Hate-alongs.
Yep. everyone's going to be supporting PSG on Saturday, apart from Arsenal fans.
Yeah, but you know what? Last year when Spurs was lifting that trophy, the only thing I was just it was just the frustration for me of seeing them get, silverware, and we were scuffling, and then a year later things have changed, and it's like I said, I just hope that we can continue to build on this, man. I want folks to suffer. I'm serious now. Y'all think this is like this week? I've seen a couple people watched a few watch-alongs while I was working out, and I've seen looked in the comments, and people are like, I've never seen people talk trash. They even said about you, like, I've never seen Lee talk trash like this. Yeah, that's because you gotta keep in mind it's 20 years
shit
ago.
the entire time.
Years ago,
I had this channel.
I used to be insufferable to some of my friends. I used to hate to see me coming, man, because I used to talk so much shit to talk to my friends about them. Especially if they was a Spurs fan or a City fan. Like this City fan, this City. Oh yeah, we this and that. It's the problem when City was 6 points guaranteed. City's on the schedule 6 points. Chelsea on the schedule. That's probably about 5 or 6. That's how it used to be. You can look at the schedule. We knew. Okay, United, Liverpool. Spurs. That's 50-50 because it's a robbery. And then you can just move on. They just hope that you don't screw up against Bolton. That's it.
Or Stoke.
Or Middlesbrough, Leeds. Them teams like, you slip up against them. All right.
Hey, we used to roll into school and then into work when we obviously finished secondary school. And that I used to chat the most shit. I'd be like, yeah, fuck Roy Keane, we got Vieira. Yeah, and fuck Giggsy, we got Pires. Yeah, fuck you, we got Thierry Henry, bruv. What are you gonna do? Yeah, mate, I swear, the whole time I've had this channel, nobody's seen me chatting shit. Do you know why? Because we haven't completed the aim of the sport, mate.
Real
we
talk.
have now. And this background is getting changed for those that were asking at the beginning.
Real talk, y'all. Y'all back me on this. When we played Barcelona in 06, we genuinely thought we can win this.
100%.
We can win this. We can win this. That's because you looked at it and you said, well, the team we had, we were like, yeah, we can do this. We can do this. Because how we got there.
And we hadn't conceded a goal.
I was just saying how we got there. So that's why I said, no. We got a good shot. We got a shot at this coming weekend. Regardless,
I think we'll beat them.
I actually think we'll beat them.
I see Mr. Sociable earlier.
I told you Lee. I told y'all last week in the chat. I showed y'all. I said, look at the team that we played them with, and then look at the team now, and tell me that we got a healthy Saliba. I think Magalhaes was out, if I can remember. One of them was out, injured, and then
we have Trossard up front.
Trossard was the striker.
But who do you play? Who do you play, Matty? Because I'm glad you got onto that, because I think I've got scenarios of what we're going to do. And I still stand by what I told Lee on the fan cam on Monday, and what the discussion we had on Saturday. No, yesterday we actually had a discussion. We had a discussion between that. Despite what people may think, the team actually doesn't pick itself. So it's a case of what's your poison. Like, you've got to think about the situation. Forget us. Just think about PSG. Let's think about the back. Let's just think of that there. You've got Mensch at left back. You've got Hakimi, who's going to be fit. You've got Marquinhos and Pocha at centre half. Then you've got the two little guys in midfield. Neves and Vitinha. And then obviously you've got Dembele, Ryan, causing all sorts of havoc. They're going to have Doué or Zaire Emery. And then obviously you're going to have Dembele, who's going to drift in the midfield and go up top. And you've got either side of Dembele, you've got Kvaratskhelia, and it could be Doué or Barcola. Either way, right, it's a situation where, again, we know how they're going to play, and we know that they've got three ways of playing and beating us. They could either do what they did last year, score early and soak up the pressure, home and away, and then pick us off, or they can go for it and get bodies forward. But it wouldn't be just passing for passing's sake. It would be, if we stop Vitinha and Neves from playing, then what will happen is that they'll run at us with the ball. They'll run from deep, because not many teams run at us from deep.
Yeah.
So that's another way they can get us. if we want to play defensive football, they'll be all right with that because they work hard for the ball. Enrique wanted to set the sort of, like walking football you got with Mbappe and Neymar. You bloody run in that team. If you want to sort of like have a fisticuffs with them, I said, all right, I'm up for it. Marquinhos and Potter said, yeah, I can have Saliba and Gabriel. I can have Declan Rice. They're up for it. This is a team of all seasons we're playing. Despite the fact we've got better players, I repeat, what's your poison? Do you actually want to win this one-off game, or do you want to play the team that you think that you like, but may not be the best team to win this title? So again, I ask you both for your formations. Remember, what's your poison, and how do you want to win this game, or do you want to win at all costs?
Well, I told you yesterday. I said I put Havertz and Yokers up top. I'd go for that, and then through the middle, of course, Rice is going to be there. I would go Rice, Skelly, and it's tough trying to figure out who
I'd go Eze.
Yeah, Eze. Yeah, I was going to say
Skelly, Eze.
Yep, and then
because if we play Zubimendi, Trossard a bit of bother
on the left.
But yeah, I think if we play Zubimendi in that game, I think we're in a bit of bother in midfield.
Yeah,
because their press is fucking relentless, and he can't. As soon as you press him, it's over, isn't it? So I think that we should go with Skelly and Rice, yeah, and Eze. I'd go Gyökeres up top. Saka obviously starts, yeah, and left. I don't know about left because we could play. Well, he's not 29 anymore. His name's Kai Havertz. He's a champion, lads. He's a champion. Yeah, I'm so used to saying 29. It wouldn't surprise me if he played Kai Havertz on the left. He's done it before. And he can hold the ball up. And then if you've got Gyökeres running off of him. But I don't know. I wouldn't do that. I'd maybe bring him on as a sub and play. I'd probably go with Trossard. And then we could put Martinelli on in the second half.
Yeah, I can see what Lee's thinking. I was sitting there just thinking, I was like, it's interesting yesterday. You saw who got a run out yesterday. And even though it's he first time back in a while, but I figure he'll probably have a part to play in there, even if it's for 10 minutes. Marino, he's back. So,
oh shit, yeah, Marino, we forgot about him.
Yeah. So you look at the team. That's what I told y'all. I said, look at the team. Yeah, first, I know what Kenny said. And Kenny, you're right on what you're saying. I just think that when I went back and watched that game, especially the second leg, we just was overwhelmed. We were overwhelmed with injuries. We were kind of all over the place a little bit. I just think we have a little bit more structure this time playing them. And I just feel like if they can just play, and the manager, this is one plus I get a manager, play discipline. Discipline. If you can play discipline and just not make the chaotic, not the one mistake that just completely blows it. The chaotic state, a pass out of the back that goes right to a player and he walks in and score. Them chaotic mistakes. I think we can be all right. I just think with having the back line and Raya, they can soak up a little bit more pressure. You're more prone to soak up a little bit more pressure than you would if you don't have everybody. Lee, that goes back to what I told y'all last year. Remember, I told you, I said if you got everybody at the back that's healthy, or that's Saliba and Magalhaes, if you got them together, then you got a good chance. But if you take one of them away, somebody gets a red card or something wild happens, then you're gonna have a serious issue there.
Our starting 11 last year was Raya, Timber, Saliba, Kivior, Skelly. Yeah, then we had Marino, Rice, and Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, and Trossard. Now look at the difference. Yeah, in 1 year. Yeah, and this is why like we have a chance because we ain't going with Kivior at centre back, Hebby Gabby. Yeah, Madwakey looks like
Kivior bad. Did Kivior have a bad game against these guys though? Or was it just his presence? We missed. Or was it? Because when I look at the teams you guys chosen, I always say if we score, we're going to be situations as Arteta uses this verb suffer. There's going to be a lot of time. Who's going to do the dirty work off the ball? Who's going to work hard? Because don't get me wrong, you're right. The team, I like your team because you don't beat you can only beat PSG if you pass the ball forward.
Yeah.
To make passes. But the thing about it is that who's going to suffer? Because I'm assuming you guys want an early goal because you think we score early, that's it.
Kenny, that's 100% what you just said. You know, that in order to beat PSG, you're going to have to work hard off the ball. You're not beating PSG just by goofing off. I'm just telling you now, you got the same pressure they apply to you. You're going to have to apply it to them. They're going to be tired. There are going to be some players that's going to be tired. This is the last. I want to structure this by saying this. This is the last game of the season.
Yeah.
This is it.
Yeah.
You know, I would assume this is the manager's. The manager's going to probably say this on Wednesday or Thursday. This is it. Everything that we put into everything that we've won the league, that's done. You know, great. We're here now. We're at the opportunity. You see the table sitting there with the chairs. You're right there. You can go sit at Europe's elite. You're there. I shouldn't have to motivate somebody to run 100 miles per hour in this game. If you need motivation to work off the ball in the Champions League final, if you need motivation, then we just got a trophy. That's enough. This goes back to why I was so adamant about us winning the Carabao Cup earlier this season. I want us to get silverware. So we got the league now. They have seen what it tastes like. This is it. Some of these players that are players that probably will never make it this big again in another team. This is their.
Well, some players that are coming to the end of their careers. Trossard.
Yes, thank you. That's what I'm trying to say, Lee. That's what I'm trying to say. People that are on their way out, their careers. You know, this is it. This is it. Somebody in the chat just put it. It's about mentality now. This is it. This is eye of the tiger stuff. This is eye of the tiger stuff. Eye of the tiger sitting right here. Is that you give 100%. You bleed for the red. You bleed for the red and white on Saturday.
We need that star, man. We need that star. We need
somebody's got to get that name. Somebody's got to get that name in the paper on Sunday morning. Somebody's going to have to put that name in the paper. Somebody's going to want to have to do it. You know, sometimes you watch when we watched who was that played in the Champions League there, and it looked like nobody wanted the game. I can't remember who it was now. And it just like everybody shrunk. Everybody was shrinking up. I can't remember who it was now. Or it might have been one of the Premier League games there. Oh, you know what? It was the City. It was when City played the other night. Nobody looked like they wanted it.
Oh, yeah, against Bournemouth.
Yeah, nobody looked like they wanted it.
They didn't even look like they give a fuck, did they?
That's what I'm saying. You can't come out here like that on Saturday. Saturday, okay, it's PSG and me. All right, well, let's sort it out. Declan Rice, you know, hey, this is it. It's not over. It's say it's not over. It's not over. Saturday, I expect 150% from everybody out there, including everybody. This is it. Yeah. This is urgency setting here, fellas. This is urgency.
You know what you guys saying? It's beautiful you said that, but I can't get away from the fact that a game like this against a team like that, sometimes your best team is a horses for courses team, because I understand that you've got to pick your spine, but your spine involves maybe 6 players at the most. That means 5 players you can think, right, I'm going to pick that player out of the team that doesn't make my spine and think, right, that guy's going to help me win the title. That guy's going to do a job in order that we can win this title. But the guy that I pick is going to have to make sacrifices and suffer, because my spine are going to do that anyway. My spine are going to win me that game. But the actual guy who's going to win me that game is my horses of courses. So you picked Victor up top, and that's a good call. But I can't help thinking that Havertz gave him food for thought. Now, I'm not saying Havertz should start, but it has. If you look at what Havertz was able to do, all right, it's Burnley, but Havertz gives us an aerial threat more than Victor. Havertz,
so does Marino.
I know, and Mikel as well. And Havertz goes into, goes to areas where he can play. He will have no problem going to Saka's position. He have no problem going into, Dibbly Dobbly's position. He's got no problem playing those.
He's called Trossard now.
Other options during a football match. which makes us able to sort of diverse away from our preferred attack. So you can't discard. You can obviously you play Victor for his scoring ability, but again, if Victor's not the spine and he's one of the horse of courses players, we've got to consider that situation. Again, midfield as well. Got to keep the ball. Miles will help. Miles will pass the ball forward and he'll win the ball. He's physical, and he will. What these Highlanders like to do? They get their body in front of the ball and say, if you tackle me go through the back of me, you're fouling me. He's good at that, but he can lose the ball as well. Martin Odegaard, Eze is a great player who can score a free kick out of nothing or score for 40 yards, and you won't even say, how did he do that? But Martin Odegaard gets into place. Martin Odegaard and Havertz, they're one of the best pressers we have in the football team. You saw against Man City, they beat us at the Etihad, but Martin Odegaard and Havertz cause all sorts of panic for the Man City defenders off the ball. They cause a panic for Donnarumma. How do we score a goal against the Man City, mate? Both those two pressing, and Kai Havertz tackled Donnarumma. So you can't. You've got to think of that option as well.
But you know what?
If they want to play it back.
You know what? There's a whole lot you got to think about in this game. You got to also think about. All right, let's just say, I'm just hypothetically speaking. Let's say it's 2-1, and then we lead 2-1. They grab a late equalizer. Now we got to start looking at extra time, substitutions. So I mean, he's going. It's a lot. It's a lot of. I hear exactly what you're saying, Ken. It's just a lot of moving parts. You gotta worry about.
So you made a really good point. If you remember where Pep lost it, I believe Pep lost the Champions League final 21 because he played all his great players together and he was on a bench. Now, if Mikel plays Havertz and you're creating the same team, isn't that an example of playing your hand, showing your hand early?
Yeah, but Marino's there now too, so you know what he'll put.
Of course, Marino. But Kai Havertz, Marino is a different player, Kai Havertz. Marino actually thinks he's a centre forward, which is brilliant because he takes up positions that not even Victor takes.
That's why I'd start Jokeris though, because Jokeris will run his bollocks off. Yeah, and he's got a dead first touch. Yeah, and his hold up play ain't great. But the chances are, if he gets a shot on target, it's in the back of the net.
Well, not only that, Lee, but he still demands attention. So even he's going to demand at least a player to watch him.
Which will leave Saka wide open, or it'll leave Trossard or Martinelli, whoever's playing, or it'll leave a midfield runner. Yeah, and then get him on. Yeah, keep him on for 60 minutes, 65 minutes, and then you throw Marino or 29, Kai Havertz on. I've got to get used to saying his name. Yeah, and then that obviously would have won the centre backs out, and that gives them a sense of difference to think about. Yeah, whereas with us, we know that they're more technically gifted than us. Yeah, they're a miles better team than us. Let's just be real with it. We are literally going into this final. Yeah, we're champions. Sounds nice, doesn't it? Champions. But let's be real, they're better than us. They're a fucking insane, incredible football team. Yeah, but that don't always mean they're going to win. The best team on paper ain't always the one that wins the game. It's the one that puts the ball in there. Yeah, and we've got other. We don't just have to go with relying on our forwards. Yeah, let's not forget that their goalkeeper's shit, by the way. Yeah, and they faced anything. They ain't faced anything like our centre back on corners, man. I'm telling you that.
I hear what you're saying, but you guys just talked about how in Europe holding the goalkeeper, blocking players, referee's not letting it happen.
And he comes, like you said, he comes for corners. He's gonna come
everything.
Yeah, he's pulling everything.
So if he loses his jaw, the referee's going to give him the benefit of that. Donnarumma stays in his line because he reckons that I don't like coming for crosses, but I'm good enough if the header goes in and I'm agile enough to put it over the bar or just catch it.
Yeah, the only time Donnarumma changed his game was against us and the Embers because he came for everything that day. That's the only time I've seen him really do it this season. Yeah,
but you know what? You know what, Kenny? You mentioned this about a week ago. They're gonna probably start doing the same. We're gonna do the same thing we were doing here towards the end of the season. What was one of the biggest changes we did towards the end of the season? We started cutting corners short.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
facts.
guarantee you will see. I guarantee you will see that on Saturday. They'll say, "Let's cut it, run it short, send it in."
Mm.
Instead of
They'll mix it up a little bit.
yeah.
Yesterday it didn't really fucking matter, did it?
Yeah, I mean, you know, that was
You know another thing, mate,
Right.
you know another thing. I know. Obviously, you know what they have over us? Rest. They won their league.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, but that could be an advantage to us, Kenny. 2017 when we played Chelsea, they'd wrap the league up and we battered them.
Yeah, but the thing is that Dembele has got a good chance of becoming in fresh. He's had a knock; he can come back fresh. So, as much as we got the match practice, we've been saying all season that some players run on empty.
Mm.
Hakimi, you know, because Hakimi can actually have genuine rest.
They're saying he's up in there.
Yeah, it's 50-50 whether he's going to play.
The reports it's up in there.
Is he still? Because the thing is that I will have better. The one I feared Dembele because Dembele is just unique. Me and Matty were talking about it. I know it's a Farmers League, Mel, and you're right. I respect you. But they've proven that they can supersede that Farmers League to go into battle in Europe and beat and batter teams.
He's just taking the piss out. He's just taking the piss. He's just taking the piss.
Yeah, I mean, he's taking the piss. But you know, remember that team we were talking about? Yesterday on the phone, we were talking about Dembele. He never gets on the shoulder. He always arrives late in the box, and that he knows that if Kvaratskhelia or Doué or Bakalo put the ball in, he knows that he's got to get there, and he always times it. And that you look at the goal he scored against the goals he scored against Liverpool, all late runs. The goal against Bayern Munich in Munich, late runs. That's one of the biggest dangers about them. Yes, they let him fall against Bayern Munich, but you and I know you guys know that they're 5-2 up and they just went to sleep. They thought I was done. They ain't going to do that against us if they go 5-2 up, innit? They're going to want to put the foot in the throat like they did against Internazionale. There was no coming back from, when they ran the throat. They went 3-0. No, I've had enough of that. Oh, 4-0, what 5-0? Not saying they're going to be able to do this, but one thing they do respect us. They have noted the fact that we've had the best record in Europe, and that we ain't lost again. We peaked early, but we've managed to sustain our performances towards the final. So they know that despite the fact that on paper they're better than us, tactically they're better than us, individually they're better than us, collectively they're better than us. They've got to remember we come into form. We're there on merit, and we haven't lost a game. So that makes us dangerous.
I think the fact that we've just won the league, and officially got the trophy, like yesterday, I think the adrenaline's going to give them an extra 10% anyway. Yeah, because if we had won it and got the trophy yesterday, but we had won it like 2-3 weeks earlier,
they'd be exhausted. They'd be mentally, emotionally.
Yeah, exactly. Enough. Listen, I'm not saying we're going to go and wallop PSG because I can't see us walloping them. I can see us beating them. Yeah, but the fact that they wrapped their league up so early, a couple of weeks back, like when you're going 100 mile an hour week in, week out, and then you're not playing with the same intensity for the next couple of weeks, and you're having a rest here and a rest there, that could be a blessing or a curse. Like we've seen it before. When we beat Chelsea in that cup final, they'd all had 2 weeks off pretty much. Yeah, and we fucking hammered them. I know the score didn't suggest that, but we battered them that day. We won the cup. Yeah, we've seen it in other games. We've seen it with other teams. Like look at Liverpool. Yeah, look at the fall off that continued into this season. Yeah, they won the league so early last season. Then they were partying. Yeah, and they've barely fucking won any games since.
I talked to I don't know if it was last week we were on the show. I talked to somebody last week, and we were talking about how this mirrors when Arsenal played Parma back in the day. Kenny, would you agree that this game against PSG kind of mirrors when we played Parma that year?
Well, yeah, because simple reason is that if you look at it, we didn't have Ian Wright in the final because he was suspended, so Alan had to play alongside Kevin, and it be Alan Smith against that guy Kev. And remember, we had I think we had Selly and Hillier in the midfield. But what we did is we suffered. You know, they had players like, you know, Brolin, Asprilla, Zola. You know, they had Paluca in goal. They had Cincini at the back. I think they had I don't know whether they had Apollonia Musi. You've got to check the thing, but I know Cincini played. I know Zola played. I know Brolin played. Asprilla played. And David Seaman had one of the best games of his life. He made a save from Asprilla. You know, Brolin hit the post. Aaron Smith scored early. You know, in off the post on the volley. And it was a case of, you know, even before, that's how the 1-0 to the Arsenal was first done. We were in the Parkin Stadium. But yeah, I remember that game like anything. And could it be similar? Yes, because, you know, we'll have no problem doing the things that PSG don't want us to do. They don't want us to stick the gaff out. Some of our fans may not want to stick out the gaff out. But I think when they see the whites of the eyes and they see the trophy gleaming and they see the, you know, like I said, the engraver engraving our name into it, and then they'd be able to go around places in Andalusia, around to their mates, Lee, to Liverpool fans, and say, we know who we are. We know who we are. Champions of Europe. We know who you are, but
the first thing I'm doing is going to that fucking Spurs pub. Yeah, I'm telling you right, I'm going to knee slap through right now.
Lee, let me tell you something now. You could do that in Andalusia, but if you do that in M17, I'll be visiting.
So sorry, Kenny. Sorry to jump in. It's M17th.
Oh yeah. Hoggy sent you that as well. Hoggy sent us that as well. All right, M17. If you go in M17, I'll tell you one thing, mate.
I don't think I'll be coming out alive.
Let's just say I'll come out with. I think one of us will be in. One of us, and not both of us, will be in like A&E.
Mate, I've been in that pub every day apart from the start. I needed a break. I've been out every single day.
But you're doing it every day.
Yeah, that's true. I can't do that.
You can't go to the Bill Nicholson in London. You can't do that.
No, that's very true. But no, we have a chance. Like anyone who's watching, firstly smash the likes up and sub to Matty's channel, Sam and Guna. Make sure you sub to DJ's channel as well. He couldn't make it today; he's busy. But he did send a message saying champions, champions. Ole, ole. And make sure you follow Kenny Ken 1972 on Insta. Also, the merch is available. North London is red. Yeah, champions 25-26 with a big fuck off Premier League trophy in the middle. So check out the store. Use the code that's pinned. You get 22% off. But yeah, if anyone hasn't watched that documentary on Netflix, watch it, the Liverpool one. Yeah, Istanbul. Yeah, every single football fan that can remember that final knows where they were.
Bro, they were dead to rights.
I can't believe they still won it. Matty, how did they win that? How did they win that?
The fucking team that AC Milan had was a joke.
And it was like, bang, bang. It was like, oh, yeah, well, this is over. You can shut this down now. It was like
3-0. My dad went a bit. Yeah. We were sitting in Cyprus. I'm going to pit.
I was working the television at the time, and I had it on my monitor. And I started the second goal go in. I said, "Yeah, this is no way." I said, "This is."
You tell me that you guys abandoned the match because you thought it was over.
No, I didn't.
I watched it. I watched it, but I didn't put that effort into it. And now, you look up and you start seeing the goals go in. You're like, well, wait a minute.
We was in a hotel in Paphos, and Cyprus is 2 hours ahead of the UK on time difference. Right? There was not a single Liverpool fan in the lobby bar. There was like Birmingham City, Arsenal, Tottenham, Liverpool, all the other teams. But there was no Liverpool fans there, which I thought was either they're all in fucking Istanbul, or they're all doing fucking stadium viewings and shit. Yeah, but the barman wanted to shut up shop. Yeah, he was like, no, we was like, you ain't fucking going nowhere when it went 3-2. Yeah, it was like, no fucking way. Yeah, he was like, no, we kept him there, that fucking barmate, until penalties finished. Yeah, it was like fucking 2 in the morning. It was like, when it went 3-1, right, my dad had fucked off at half time. He said, "No, this is finished." Yeah, so my mum and dad went upstairs to their room. And then he texted me saying 3-1. I said, "I know, I'm watching it, you prat." Then he came running through the lobby bar. Yeah, he was doing like a gigsy. Yeah, he was like fucking wheeling around with his t-shirt. Yeah. And he goes, they're going to fucking do it, 3-2. I said, yeah, they are going to do it. You just see the look in the AC Milan players' faces, man. 3-2, they knew.
when you saw him start getting shook in the face, that's when it was like,
They
that,
scored 3 goals
that
in 4
documentary on
minutes,
Netflix is fucking cold. It's
Do
such a
you
good
remember they
documentary.
scored 3 goals in 3 minutes? Like,
Yeah,
Gerrard got
3 and 4 minutes or something. Yeah.
Gerrard scored in the 56th minute, and then Smeets scored
Smeets,
about a couple of minutes later, and then Alonso got fouled, and he took the penalty, missed it, and hit the rebound, and he could have because he actually got fouled when he put the rebound in the back of the net because he got fouled by
He said that. He said Rafa Benitez said, "Yeah, you're taking the penalty," and he was thinking, well, "I've never taken a penalty in my fucking life."
But you're taking it.
You're taking it tonight, and then he missed. Yeah, got the rebound, and it was mad. Yeah, like it's funny because Carragher said that like at 3-0 at half time, he goes, "I couldn't even look up at the crowd. I felt so embarrassed that they'd all flown out here." It was like.
It was a shocker when the game started. It was a shocker, man. I just remember like, wow, who would have thought this? Because
they scored in the first minute, didn't they, Milan?
Yeah, that was Maldini on a volley.
On paper, you look at it, it's like, oh, this is a heavyweight fight, so you expect this to be, tight, and then you saw that you blow it away. You like, bro, what?
Yeah, but this is why we have a chance, lads. That team was stacked. Dida, they had fucking Seydorf, Shevchenko, Crespo, Maldini. Proper players, man. Yeah, proper players. And that Liverpool team,
Kaká played as well.
Kaká as well. They had a proper team. Pirlo,
you know what?
and Bassini. Yeah, they are ballers, man.
Legit.
Nesta, another one. Like,
who did Liverpool? Who did Liverpool? But you got to remember that in that scene, if they didn't beat Olympiacos by 2 clear goals, they wouldn't have got to the group stage, the knockout stages.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
a goal from Steven Gerrard, Cinema Pongal, and who else scored? Cinema Pongal and Stevie, a guy who's
he came. What? They came off the bench, both of them. What's his name? He
Cinema
scored a fucking screamer against us. That's what. Who's the other guy? He scored a screamer against us, didn't he?
Yes. What's his name again?
What's his fucking name, man? What's his name? He's got a mad fucking goal against us on a volley.
I'm gonna get his name. He's got a square head. He's got a square head.
Mellor.
Stephen Mellor.
Big up the chat. Come on, the chat know everything.
Big up the chat.
He pulled that Pong goal and that Neil Mellor on at half time.
Yeah, Cinema Pong goal, and then they beat Juventus. Remember that goal from Garcia, and then they beat Leverkusen in the quarters. No, they beat Leverkusen. Yeah, in the quarter. I think in the quarters, and then Chelsea. I thought Chelsea would do them.
The ghost goal. They're still crying about.
I was loving it.
So was I.
I hated Chelsea then.
Mate, that final, everyone in that fucking bar was like, "Come on, we want you to win it." Yeah. When you see that team walking out and you're just thinking, "Fucking hell, man! Look at the players AC Milan have got, bro," and the manager Ancelotti. Yeah, and you're like, they're 3-0 up. Bro, that team was fucking ridiculous.
We were spoiled. I'm about to tell you, we were spoiled, bro. We were spoiled for ballers.
For them to come back and actually win that is exactly the reason. And Lauren, bless up Lauren, babe. She sent me the trailer for that, and then it dropped last Tuesday. Right. So I was like, she goes, "If this don't get you in the mood for the final, nothing will."
You know what?
I was like, "We have a fucking chance." I've convinced myself.
I've got one of my stories. I've got one of my Jack and Norries and my stories. I've got my fairy tale. It's actually true. I was in Paris, right, coming back. It was wet when we got back. There was one guy when we were on a coach said that he actually said, "Do you think Henry missed that chance on purpose because he was going to Barcelona anyway?" So one went right. I'm not sitting next to him, and he actually sits in front of me at the game. But I've went right. I'm not sitting next to him, so we moved seats to get away from him. And then when we actually got back to London, Sky the next day, Sky had a like so basically a year since Liverpool won the Champions League. So Sky One was showing the film of Liverpool winning the Champions League the day after we came back. When I saw Kelly Dalglish, she said she cried when Liverpool sang Walk Alone after the match. And then they showed that the day after we lost the Champions final in Paris. It hit me. It actually hit me, and I was absolutely devastated. I had tears in my eyes, and I was stunned. with anger with the referee. But when I got touchdown in England and I watched that documentary in 2005, you know, like they had the kind of the dream, because I was talking about Dream Team and how everyone says it's never real, but they said, well, hang on here. The Dream Team moment was when Liverpool won in Istanbul, and they were showing it. And I was talking to you know, Liverpool fans and celebrity Liverpool fans. And I thought it hit me. It really hit me, the pain. And then that's when it wasn't anger, it was pain. And I'm thinking, 20 years down the line, you look at the situation, and I just think, you know what? It's times like that I understand why the Champions League means a lot. I know people in the chat says, "Oh yeah, you don't like the Champions League, you want the Prem more." And I said, "Yeah, because it proves we're the best." But when we get further in to, you know, like I said, Saturday, and I think about the pain of Paris, getting bloody wet in me shorts and me, you know, Jack Ramsey actually says he's seen a video of me in Paris where I was actually wearing my wife's chav hat, you know what I mean, Burberry hat, because it looked good, and I thought, right, it could fit my big head, so I wore it as good luck, because every time Arsenal played in the Champions League, we always got through the next round. So I thought, right, let me wear it in Paris. So when we got there, I had my Burberry.
Weekend, fuck's sake.
Yeah, and basically, you know, on the seats, they didn't have Arsenal flags. They had T-shirts. I think I've got it here somewhere where basically it was grey and it had in yellow writing. It had Arsenal v Barcelona. It had Barcelona Arsenal, and it had the date of Paris. It had those shirts. I used to see it as a gym shop, and I remember it. It's a grey shirt. I remember wearing it. I had my grey, you know, tracks, you know, kind of leggings, but they went up to my knees. They were like bicycle leggings. And I remember that, and I was thinking, you know what? I'm 20 years down the line. I'm thinking about all the fans going out there, and I was thinking, you better win it for those guys. You better win it for those guys.
Yeah, man. That was a tough night, man. I remember sitting there after work, man, watching that. And then I said at work, I think I told you this, Lee. I got off work that day to see because that back people forget the finals used to be on during the week.
Yeah, Wednesday.
It was like Wednesday night. And so I remember I got off work that day. I was supposed to get off at 5 o'clock. I think I just sat around pouting till about 12 o'clock that night. And I was just so devastated, man. I was like,
when Sol Campbell scored that header, man, I was like,
we thought we were like, oh, here we go again. Because it was kind of like, you know, because when he put that header in, man, it was like, wham, I'm okay, yeah, here we go, we're in business.
I still look back at that. I think if they just let that goal stand and kept laying on the pitch, we'd do them anyway.
We're beating them.
Yeah. Yep. And then
they were a good team, though. But we were better than them. We were a better team on paper.
Yeah. But Henri, when he had that chance 1-on-1, if he put that away, 2-0, even though they wouldn't have beaten us because they would be hard for them to come back from 2 goals. But we kind of knew when Eto'o got the equaliser, I thought we were going to lose this.
Yeah. And they're fucking cheers, Almunia. Was it Almunia? It was, wasn't it?
Yeah. Almunia. It was.
It's getting beat as near post twice.
Balletti, the Brazilian.
Yeah.
And he actually went on to play for Chelsea.
Yeah, it's mad. Have you watched the Ronaldinho documentary yet?
No,
there's a Ronaldinho documentary as well on Netflix.
It's in my queue. It's in my queue to watch.
Yeah, he was talking about it in the documentary. He talks about the final, but it's like, mate, that final, fucking, we need to rewrite history, mate, and fucking just say no, we're fucking winning it. And last time it was in Paris, and now we're playing Paris.
Yeah,
yeah. I'm saying, I'm so confident for this final.
You got to think about this too. I
probably should have been, because every time I'm overconfident, we lose.
But one thing though, sorry, Arsene Wenger. Remember, Ashley Cole was injured all season,
all the way through. Flamini at left back.
He played Ashley Cole in that final,
which was probably the right decision to make, because it's Ashley Cole. But at the same time, you keep the team that got you there. And Flamini at left back, we hadn't conceded a goal pretty much all the way there.
But Yaron Timber's our best right back. Remember the 20 years ago we had the Ashley Cole situation. We got the Yaron Timber situation. Do you play the guy who's at his fittest, or do you play your best player regardless?
No, whatever condition. I'd play the player that's the fittest. Mate, you're up against Kvaratskhelia.
20 years ago,
But look at last season. He played Yaron Timber injured last season. Yeah, and how did that work out against PSG?
You know, but Mascara's got. This is what I said. I said this on Potts. I know, Kenny. I know there's a possibility that Mascara could have a little trouble there, but he has length. People forget about how tall Carrasquilla is. He's got the length to stay with him, to at least stay in front of him. If you can just stay in front of him, you're okay. The problem is if you let him get past you, because if he get past you, it's
fucking game over. When we played Simba last season, you remember he went down in the first leg, mate? Yeah, and do you remember that he pulled his t-shirt over his face, and the manager didn't even ask if he was all right, just fucking giving him instructions.
Yep.
And he was holding his knee and his calf, his ankle or something.
I said that's the other knee.
Yeah, that's exactly what you said. Yeah, he was like, that's the other knee. Yeah, and then he plays the second leg, goes on a Dutch podcast that we translated on here. Big up all the Dutch in the chat. Big up Yasser as well for jumping on translating it. Yeah, and he said he was in a group chat with his brothers and he could barely walk in training, let alone run. And his brothers in the group chat were saying, how the fuck are you playing against Cavra, Doué, Barcola, Dembele? He goes, I have no fucking idea. But this is the thing. He wanted to play. Yeah, so I blame him.
Keep him.
Yeah, I blame him. The manager's going to want to pick him. Let's just be real with it, yeah? But at the same time, the player's got to say, no, boss, I ain't fit to play here. It's for the good and great of the team, not just for you wanting to play the game and hope you get there.
If he's going to gamble with Timber, I would do it this way. Let Mascara start the game.
Yeah.
And if you need to bring Tim in there to seal it off there towards the end, that's where you do it. Don't start with Timber. And then you find yourself in a situation where you need someone that can close out like him.
Well, it comes off injured, didn't it? Comes off injured.
Yeah. Bingo. Yeah. This is what I'm saying. This is why I keep saying start Mascara.
They're in the same situation with Hakimi. Do they start Hakimi and then that happens to them?
Well, see, that's what I think is going to probably happen if he does play. I think that was what Kenny, we talked about it yesterday. I said if he comes on, there's a high possibility he could probably go off in 20 minutes. Because he's not going to be a full game now. If he's at probably, I would have to go 65% on a hamstring.
Should we kick PSG? Can PSG play that high tempo game without Hakimi in the team?
Yeah,
because they played Zaire Emery against Zaire Emery.
That's their Emery.
Zaire Emery right back.
The games.
Is Zaire Emery a right back?
No, centre mid. He's played pretty much. Well, he's played a lot of their games this season. I think he's played nearly all their games. But I think I seen a stat the other day. He's played the most minutes or something. I don't know if that's still the case. It was about a week ago, 2 weeks ago.
He played right back. He played right back against Bayern in the second leg.
Yeah, normally. Well, this is the thing. He has been playing at right back, but he ain't a right back. Yeah, but most of his games have been centre mid. Yeah, if Hakimi's fit, he don't get a game at right back. Yeah, but this is the thing. We haven't got a right back apart from Simba. Well, Salmon, but I mean, come on, we're going to start Salmon in the final.
Yeah, you know that.
Right, that'd be a bold move if he does that, bro. Fucking hell.
Someone suggested we play Hincapié as a left footer at right back.
No,
I don't think so.
No.
Put him. Leave him. If you're gonna play him more on the other side.
Play him at left back. Yeah, if we're gonna play him at left back. But this is the problem. Yeah, most of our defenders are centre backs. Let's just be real with it, or midfielders. You know, we ain't really got any proper fullbacks. Yeah, we've got Calafiori who's the centre back. Yeah, we've got Nkappi who's the centre back. Mosquera's the centre back. Yeah, the only fullback, Skelly's a midfielder. Like he played Norgard fucking right back. He's played Rice at right back.
Yeah, right. But see, that's what I don't. Now that's the one thing I don't want to see.
I ain't watching it. I ain't fucking watching it if I see Declan at right back, mate.
No way.
Yeah, but Declan only plays at right. You know how Declan plays at right back. Declan only plays at right back if he plays Mendy and Miles Skelly in midfield. That's how he only plays at right back.
Yeah, I think he'll risk Timber. Yeah, and I think that could come back to bite us. Yeah, I maybe bring him on to shut up shop at the end.
But what about up top, Lee? Up top, we talked about me and Matty talked about the Man City game. Yeah, Declan English, my mate. But you talk about the Man City game. Do you remember before Man City got their first goal, and even after their first goal, how Odegaard and Havertz were pressing from the front in unison, and how the goal came apart, and how with PSG trying to play at the back, because you want to put them under pressure, not just offensively, but defensively, you want to stop them from playing by making a play ball quickly. if you look at it, how they were a partnership. Can't they play for that one game when Victor comes to the bench, or do you want Victor to start? Because
I
thinking
want him
about
to start because I think he'll just run the channels and he'll fucking bully the centre backs and wear them out a little bit. He'll keep
but if
them
they're
occupied
dominating
like
possession, if they're trying to dominate possession, and we're letting them have the ball, like because you think about Man City, how we played against them in not the League Cup final, although we tried to do it in the League Cup final, but in game in the league, both. Do you remember that, Matty? Our Odegaard and Havertz as a pair pressed on their defence from the front.
Yeah, but mate, if we start with both of them, I'm sorry, mate.
If he starts with Gyökeres, then if I was the one, if I was coaching, I would have Eze sitting near him at all times. You'd have to have a quick 1-2 to go. We're going to have to beat them with good football. We're going to have
we're going to have 1-2 touch.
What I tell y'all all the time, the ball has.
Can't we play the same way against Man City? All right, he didn't beat them, but there were signs that we could go.
We need people to challenge, Kenny. We need people. You need if now. I know if you don't want to play Trossard, then Martinelli. We're gonna have somebody that can shoot channels.
And somebody that's quick as well. Like Gyökeres is quicker than he looks, but because of the size of him, it looks like he's running in quicksand. Yeah, but this guy can fucking turn the jets on, but Martinelli can as well.
You saw that pass yesterday when he ran through that and put it right across the face of goal.
Yep. Yeah, this is why I'd start Gyökeres. Yeah, I wouldn't start Martinelli. I'd start Trossard because Trossard's technically better than Martinelli. Yeah, and Trossard can link the ball and he can cross the ball. Yeah, he can link up. Yeah, so I'd start with Trossard on the left. I'd have Eze because Eze can just find the ball out of nowhere. We've seen that enough times. Yeah, and if they're going to sit on the edge of our box and we're going to try and do the counter attack, which I think that's what I think we're going to do. Yeah, we're going to have a go, obviously, but we ain't going to go gung ho against them. Yeah, I think it's going to be they're going to dominate possession. We're going to stick to a dirty low block and we're just going to try and counter. And if we're going to do that, we need players like Trossard, that can hold the ball and it sticks. Yeah, and then we're going to need Gyökeres who can run. Yeah, and then in the second half, then you unleash Martinelli.
Max
and
Dowman.
then you've got Max Dowman. Yeah. If Saka can't last the 90, you bring Max on because I don't think Madueke's making it. I think he looked fucked yesterday, didn't he?
That's
a sad thing, isn't it? I know we don't particularly rate him, but at the end of the day, he's fucking.
Oh yeah, he was touching his hamstring, weren't he?
Yeah, and the way he looked at Martinelli as he walked off the pitch, it was like it's not looking good, bruv.
Yeah, but that's I know what you're thinking about, but from a body's point of view. You may discount the footballing ability, but from in terms of like, how do I say it? Manpower point of view, that's a disaster.
You talking about Max Dowman?
No, Madueke. Don't
worry, man. We got Max. We got Max, bro. We got Dowman.
No. I'm talking about the situation about an experienced player who's going to be able to make those sacrifices that you
and has played in big games.
Yeah, so. Manpower wise, that's a disaster. That's not good. Because
you're
asking Saka to do more.
You know what, Kenny? He might slay. You talking about Havertz? He might make Havertz the utility man on Saturday. He go over to the right, put him over there. I guarantee.
Look at when we played Liverpool a couple of seasons ago. And do you remember when he fucking should have got sent off against Van Dijk? Do you remember?
You talked the foot.
Yeah. That was crazy. I don't know how the fuck he didn't get a red card for that. Yeah, but he 1 minute he's on the right, then he's on the left. Then he was up front. It wouldn't surprise me if he starts Kai Havertz. But for me, I'd start with Gyökeres, Trossard, and Saka. Yeah, and then you can bring on Martinelli, you can bring on Marino or Havertz or both. I don't want. Or you can bring Odegaard on. I wouldn't start Odegaard. Yeah, if we start Odegaard and Zubimendi and Rice, I think it's going to be a long, long night, mate. Yeah, because Odegaard, for all the running around he does, he just makes himself look busy, and he ain't been good all season. Let's just be real with it.
And then the last time he played,
and it's not really a goal threat either. He don't really create much.
Well, Lee, let's go back to the who was that we played before Palace again? These all ran together now. Who did we play?
Burnley.
Right. Let's go back to that game. The passes to was it Havertz?
The amount of passes he passed out of play.
Out of play. Yeah, just straight out of nowhere. You
with nobody around him.
Yeah, you can see the crowd's reaction. So everybody knows that Odegaard, we lifted the trophy yesterday. That's good and well, but let's not kid ourselves. Now, you hadn't been pulling up trees all year.
That midfield right there, Landon. Bless up Landon, bro. Odegaard, Skelly, and Rice. That's what I think he'll go with. Because Odegaard will lead the press.
Yeah, Skelly and Rice can do the grunt work.
And Skelly will give Rice a bit of fucking help in midfield, and Rice can just mop up.
As Kenny say, they can suffer. Rice and Skelly can suffer.
The problem is with Odegaard on the ball, he takes way too many touches, whereas Eze won't.
I think with Martin takes touches if he's given time. But you're right. If you want to sort of like, if you want to sort of be in a situation where you want the ball moved quickly, or you want someone who's got a bit of je ne sais quoi, Martin's not your man.
He might be lifting that Champions League on Saturday, and it could be his last game for this club.
Yeah.
It could be his last game for some of these players, so they better put 100%.
So I don't know. Are we all in unison? We would like that to be his last game. Thanks, mate, but we need something better.
Cheers for the Prem, but it's probably time to go. Let me grab these super chats real quick because they've been there for ages, lads. All right, big up to everyone locked in. I've got Paderborn versus Wolfsburg on end to end. 1-0 Wolfsburg, and they're down to 10 men now.
It's the playoffs.
No, I think it's a Bundesliga game.
Okay, you continue. Okay,
I think it's a Bundesliga game. Yeah,
I wonder if it's the playoffs because they have the relegation.
Oh no, it is. It's the relegation playoff. Sorry, my bad. It's the relegation playoff. But big up Chike, man. No teams in America has three-peated in the NFL Super Bowl era.
Nope.
Yo, that's mad.
Hard to do, man. Extremely hard.
Oof. Big up Andy, bro. The rumors of I don't know what that says.
Camavinga.
Oh, Camavinga, I think he means. That's a mad typo, that one. And Alvarez, true or bullshit. Most of these transfer rumors are bullshit, bro. We do this every summer, bro. Come on, you've been here for years. You know the crack. Yeah, most of them are bullshit. We get linked to 5 players a day, and we sign 6 players all summer.
It's hard to predict what goes on in the mind of Berta. So yes, I mean that's kind of like
let's say Alvarez or Camavinga have both said I'm joining. Yeah, and then I don't know, somebody else puts a better offer on the table. Then they change their mind. I don't listen to all this. Like,
a bit like Victor Gyökeres and Šeško.
Yeah, Arsenal fans still want Šeško.
Well, he's injured, isn't he?
Kind of funny. I was won 3 titles in a row. Sporting Lisbon finished fucking second.
But
they were winning the league when he was there. Now we won the league.
Best creative midfielder, Bruno Fernandes, is oh god, here we go again. Hey, that's a fine. That's a fiver for doing it longer than a minute.
Hey, you better hope. Hey, and I know DJB probably watching or listening.
That's a
he
fine.
He better hope that Jokic don't score the winning goal because I got to bet.
Kenny's gonna do it if he scores the winner.
£8. Hey, you know how rich I am for all the fine. Oh, that 10 quid.
Come on, Kenny, he's a champion. Do the celebration.
No, it's all good.
Go on, Kenny. That's 11 quid now.
Behind him on 11 quid, 12 quid. But you know, what I was trying to say, Bruno Fernandes proved why he's the best player. He's had the best individual performances. I know it's against Brighton, but 21 assists.
No, I'm not having all this, Kenny. No.
Yeah, but the trouble is that because of it was our fans who actually. I was against assists until our fans took me into it. Or maybe I rate Bruno Fernandes higher than I.
He's trash, mate. That guy is he's just rubbish. It's no coincidence. He leaves Sporting Lisbon and they won shit. He goes to Man United and they can't win the league. He's not had them anywhere near a title.
Man United's
a mess.
If Giroud could hit the side of a barn, Ozil probably would have passed that a long time ago.
Yeah, thanks.
But
to be fair, I don't give a fuck about assists unless you win something. Yeah, and this is why like people get me wrong all the time. I don't care really, if I'm honest. Because people are saying, "Oh, it's shameless." Oh, now you're celebrating. Yeah, because this is what success looks like. What's better, second or first? What we see yesterday is exactly what we want. Yeah, what's better, finishing second and saying we put the pressure on? Yeah, or the scenes that we see yesterday. because I know what I'm fucking enjoying more.
Mm.
Yeah, I want to see that all the time. And now there's players, every single one of these players that plays for this football club, whether we rate them or not, whether we like the manager or not, they're all in our history for the rest of the time. Yeah, and that's what it's about, bro. Like Noni Madueke has won a title at this football club. Yeah, like Kai Havertz has won a title at this football club. They've got us over the line. Yeah, and Matty, lads, we've been sat here all season, saying we do not give two Fs what the football looks like, but you have to win it. Yeah, because if we're going to play like that and we don't win it, I ain't doing another season watching that shit, mate. So now you've won it. We don't care. Now do it again.
Lee and Matty, the question you asked, because we've been on podcasts where we were so fed up with him all right, and fed up with the style of play that we said, just win the league and just go home and just go into the sunset. What now? Do we give him more?
I've always said, win a trophy, keep your job.
Yeah,
we wanted the League Cup. Let's be real. All of us wanted to win that League Cup.
See for me, my viewpoint on the manager is that the biggest star is the system itself, and the second biggest star is him. I do think that it's, as much as you want to give the players the flowers, I've got to give him his flowers because of the fact that we've disagreed with probably every.
We never believed he'd do it, Kenny.
Start of play.
And now it's a fair play to him.
Yeah, I've agreed with discipline. I backed him over Aubameyang. I backed him over Guendouzi and Lacazette and all the people who got rid of because he told me it benefits Arsenal. So discipline-wise, I think go for it, mate. Some of his signings I've understood, but in terms of style of play, I've never been a big fan of him. But however, because he's done it his way, I have to give him the big. I have to say that I think it's more his achievement than the players because of how he did it against all of our opinions.
Yeah, but big up his wife because he wanted to quit, mate. Yeah. And his wife convinced him to stay on. So big up to his wife because now he's done it. But at the same time, sorry, mate. Go ahead, Land. Right. It's taken way too long. That's the point. Yeah. However, he's fucking done it. So I don't care right now. Yeah. All the bitching, all the moaning, the 8-2s, the fucking 6-3s, the 6-0s, the fucking 5-1s in a row. Yeah. The Villarreal 3-0 against Everton's. All the shit shows we've had over the years. Yeah, we need to enjoy every single bit of this because it could be another 22 fucking years.
Well, I think for me, I'm gonna give him his props on this because even though he was almost kind of forced into it, it still takes a person to realize that, you know what, I need to kind of do what's right and putting Skelly in midfield there save this title.
Facts.
I don't care what anybody tells me. When we go back in history 5 years from now, 6, 7, 8 years from now, that one move saved this season.
Facts.
And acquiescing to bringing in to working with Jokers. Because at the beginning of the year, it wasn't like that. And then at some point, the bell went off. You know what? I got to strike here.
I need to fucking score goals, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
I just rely on free kicks and corners anymore.
Yeah. I got to find a goal or two here from somewhere.
But also the same with Zubimendi. Do you remember when we played Wolves? Yeah, and Wolves were doing fucking do you remember that fucking? They were doing flick ups over his head, and he fucking hooked him off.
He hooked him.
Yeah, he hooked him off. I was like, okay, maybe he's learned something here. But at the same time, the fact that we
quadruple subs at one point.
Yeah.
4 subs in one game.
Fruit Loops 227. You know, Fruit Loops 227.
I know, don't even say anything. The name tells you all
Fruit
you
Loops. Fruit Loops. You know, fruit pastels. You know, Nutella.
Fruit shoots.
Fruit shoots. You know, wine gums, whatever you want to call yourself. Like I said, pick and mix, whatever you call yourself. Fruit Loops. Can I just say something? Yeah, we have been Arteta out all season, ain't?
Yeah, we're Arsenal in. We're Arsenal in.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Before that game was decided with City and Bournemouth the other day, people were on pins and needles. If you ask somebody to mortgage outside of maybe 2 or 3 Arsenal fans, we all know who they were, Ty, and then it was probably a few other folks. Are you guaranteed to put your mortgage and your life savings on us winning the league? They would have said, "Nah, I'm not going to do that."
Nope.
What about Mr. What about Mr. Omar, Ego Omar? Because
that's why I said it's all one.
When we lost to Bournemouth, everyone was in meltdown.
Yep.
Let's just be real with it. Well,
let's
not try and rewrite history here either. Yeah?
It's history. It's what you see.
99.99999% of this fan base, when we were sat bottom of the fucking table and Tottenham were top, wanted him out. Yeah, after Villarreal, when we lost to Everton, Damari Gray. Yeah,
Lee,
let's not rewrite history here.
I told you all 3 or 4 weeks ago in the chat, anybody that watched my last video, I said there's a 10 to 15% chance based off of, and it's funny because I should have got it. A 10 to 15% chance that we'll win the league. Lee, me and Normski set up one day and went through the entire remaining 26 or 27 games. Yep. And we have to prove where I said we would win the league and we would win close to either the end or on the last day of the season. Now that's proof. That's 135.
That's on the fucking show we did.
I was you tell me straight.
That was on one of the podcasts on a Monday. We said that.
Yeah,
we sat backstage, me, you, and Norton. We predicted all the games.
So for anyone to sit up and say just because I was Arteta out to say that I didn't want the league to win the league, that's asinine. Because
we said that we'd win the league. I think we'd win the league by 1 point or something. Wouldn't it?
Yes, I said we scraped by. I said whatever it was, we would scrape by, and I told you all 10 to 15% chance. But we needed things to go our way. What happened?
Not a penalty given against us. Not a red card given against us.
And when anybody saw when Kai Havertz did not get that red card
Gabby against Brentford, he should have been sent off second yellow.
I knew. I said there's something special here going on here. You need some luck to win a title.
That was a fucking straight red card as well.
That was it. And I was like, okay, 10 to 15% chance it's starting to look good. And then
that Brentford one, when Gabby Magalhaes should have been sent off second yellow when he pulled the player off. I can't remember what player it was. He pulled a player down, and it should have been a second yellow. But a couple of weeks when we played last time we played Brentford, he should have been sent off in that. Yeah, we've got a penalty against Everton. We got lucky. That should have been a penalty. Yeah, and you have to have luck. Yeah, and every other team fucking has it. So it's our turn now. Yeah, mate, we sat there, me, you, and Norms. Yeah, it was about 20 odd games, wasn't there? Yeah, and we said it on the podcast.
Yeah,
the next day, we said it on the podcast. Yeah, we'll win that league. Yeah, based on our prediction when we sat backstage. Yeah, and we have won it. I mean, he's won it by 7 points, by the way. Yeah, and let's be real. Yeah, that's probably about right. Yeah, it could have been wrapped up time ago, but listen, if we'd wrapped it up fucking like Liverpool did last season, would we be in the final right now? Who knows? Yeah, because they might have been so gassed and just took their foot off the pedal like Liverpool did. Yeah, and Liverpool ain't recovered this season, so we need to. The way we've won it is not how we wanted to. Oh, fucking hell. The way we've won it is not how we wanted it to happen because we're so starving for success. We wanted it done. We've actually done it, so who cares? Nobody cares now. We don't care whether we've been bored and own goals, corners, all of that shit. Nobody cares. We've won it now. Yeah, and this is all we want. Yeah, this background's getting changed to the Emirates with some of the current squad on it. Big up Dave. He's currently in Ibiza partying. Yeah, when he's back, he's going to sort me a new background out. Yeah, but it's all we've wanted. And the whole time I've been on YouTube, whether it was Wenger in, Wenger out, shake it all about, Unai Emery era, want him out, then bring him back in, didn't want Arteta, bring Unai back, bring the X back, bring the X back. The grass ain't greener, babes. Well, it definitely is now. Yeah, the whole time, nobody's ever seen me fucking give it a big one about this football club.
There you go, Lee. Right here. This the when Norski was taking the games down, and we were calling them out. 3 points here, 1 point there, 3 points here. What's this right here at the bottom? What's that right there at the bottom? Arsenal 87, Man City, I think it's 79.
79. There you go. So it was 8 points. 8 points.
That's what we worked it out to.
That's about what we are. When we finished on 85 points.
Yeah. So when folks said, "Oh, y'all didn't want us to win the league," you didn't think we was going to win the league. We actually had predicted we would win the league because we knew it. We sat there that night and we kept saying we're going to. The City's going to have a lot of trouble here with Bournemouth. We'd already dealt with it. It was like, City's going to have trouble here with Bournemouth coming down the stretch. They'll have a few, quite a few games here. Everton was another one that we said they would have trouble with, and we said we just got to keep trying to find ways to win. We just got to find ways to win. We just got to find ways to win.
Just scam the title. I don't care. Any means necessary.
Yeah, we just got to find ways to win. You know,
Just keep scamming it. Own goals, yeah, against Wolves.
anything. It's Saturday. I'll take anything.
I don't give a fuck. The best way to win that final to wind everybody up, yeah, be an own goal or a corner.
Yeah. That would be the most Arsenal way.
That would be fucking class, yeah. An own goal in off of the back of a senior's head. It'd be class. But there you go. People don't, Matty. I get why people don't like me. I understand that. I have cussed out everyone for years, for the last decade on social media. Yeah, the fan base, yeah, the conkeys, the managers, the players. But guess what? They've done what I want. Yeah, and nobody's ever seen me on this app, yeah, ever be a top gooner, mate. And when I was walking into school and walking into fucking work back in the day with these goats behind me, yeah, I had all the fucking chest in the world. Yeah, none of this little pigeon chest. I had a chest bigger than Kenny Ken's, bruv. You know what I'm saying? I was walking in there going, fuck all your players. Yeah, F Man United, fuck Chelsea. Yeah, when we went invincible, mate. Yeah, then Roman come along. Yeah, which it's fucking. It's actually quite funny because he sacked Ranieri, and we'd done the invincible season. Yeah, and he sacked Ranieri, but he brought the best in class. The man who just done a treble. Yeah, and that's what we have to do now. Go and get the best in class players. Yeah, we are an attractive club right now. We've just won the league and we're in the final. And if he wins that final,
Liverpool last year. So Liverpool last year.
Look at the money they spent and they cocked it up.
Yeah,
they fucked it up. They bought Isak. Yeah,
but you know what?
Funny. Yeah, Isak. I wanted Isak at Arsenal, but for 100 odd million. I'm sorry, mate. He ain't 100 million quid.
Kenny, you killed him, wasn't him?
No, yeah. I wanted Jock. When I see 100 million, I was like, no. And then Matty convinced me on Gyökeres.
Kenny, you know, when you look at Liverpool's situation, and we talked about this at length a few times this year, they got old, and then they didn't make the replacements.
They made the replacements in the wrong positions.
Yes, and then too, you pile that on with the unfortunate passing of Jota. So there's a huge miss this season.
It's a silly thing to sell Nunez. When Jota died, God bless his soul, I would have kept Nunez. I would have kept Nunez.
Yeah. You say, you've got one that's passed away, and then you've sold a player that's not great. Let's be real with it. He ain't great. But the one thing to say about Darwin Núñez, right? Even if he misses 5 sitters in a row, he keeps going, and he's getting the chances. So eventually, he's going to bury one.
The thing about it is that they could have had a player that could hold the ball up. You didn't have to play Ekitike every game. He could have started some games. Big mistake letting him go.
They didn't need to go and spend all that money. Well, I'm watching this Paderborn game, against Wolfsburg. I totally forgot fucking Christian Eriksen plays for Wolfsburg. Totally forgot he played for Wolfsburg.
You know what? He's a footballing. He's a medical miracle. Yeah, medical miracle.
It's like, what's his name that passed away on that had the heart attack? They played, was it for Bolton? What's the fella that played?
Fucking
Mwamba, Nelly Mwamba.
Mwamba. Yeah.
Fabrice Mwamba.
Yeah, the chat. You know the chat's gonna tell us in a second.
I can't remember. But
yeah, you know, Liverpool had a lot going on there, and it caught up with them. But see, this is why I keep stressing that there's some players in this team that are gonna have to be moved on, because you don't want to be in a situation where
still going. Sorry.
You don't want to be in a situation there where you're going to be sitting there with a bunch of 1-year contracts, getting for these players. And I honestly, God, I don't believe Berta's going to do that. I believe
Berta's ruthless, mate.
He's going to start wheeling and dealing this summer.
And the thing is, there's going to be a lot of players that are fan favorites that are going to be gone this summer. Let me get these super chats real quick, Oh no, Maramba was saved. You're right.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Pardon me. I didn't mean pass away. I mean, at the time on the pitch, it looked like he had passed away when they brought him back. I'm sorry.
But there's players who have passed away, like the guy
Mark
played for
Foe.
Mark Foe.
That's La Liga, right? One of the guys was on La Liga that happened to.
Yeah, there's another guy called Nick who played for Benfica, Hungarian international. Look, Niklos Feher. He passed away. He didn't survive.
Yes,
man. Christian Eriksen, man. I'll never forget that day.
Yeah,
that was fucking crazy, bro. The fact he's playing football is mad.
Yeah, but
big up to RB as well, man. Champions,
there was
mate.
Another guy.
Everywhere you go, there, address you as a champion.
Yeah.
There's two Spanish players who did make it. I think.
Yeah, Czech Tiote passed away as well, didn't he?
Yeah.
Tiote passed away as well, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, mate. Smith lost some fucking mate. It's mad. But that's what I'm saying, man. Yeah, it's crazy. Big up RB. RB, everywhere we go, yeah, they call you champion now. It's not your name. Yeah, you book a hotel. Yeah, what name did you put? Yeah, I've got a hotel reservation. What's your name? Champion.
And
Yeah, it's got
the champ's here. The champion's here.
Yeah. I think the player, I think the chat helped me out. He said it's a guy called the Poeta. Poeta is the one who lost his life as well. Poeta. Yes. Yeah, so
that means gate in Spanish. Poeta.
Oh.
Poeta.
Who's the player? That was the player that he was supposed to go to somebody in the Premier League, man. And he the plane crashed.
His name was Salah.
Yeah,
he was going to Leicester. He was going to Leicester, wasn't he?
Yeah, and
he's going Cardiff. He's going
Cardiff. That's it. Cardiff.
Yeah. Yep.
That was
deadline
mad,
day transfer too. Deadline day transfer too.
Yeah, that was fucking crazy, man. That was some propeller plane. It was like fucking hell. Why didn't Cardiff lay a plane on?
A proper plane, yeah, proper plane.
Not one of these propellered ones. Oh, it's mad, isn't it? Really? I think I read something recently about that, where they've lost the appeal to get compensation, to get the money, or something like that. Or was it? Because they obviously they still have to pay the fee.
Good.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure. I may be wrong, chat. I know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm sure it was recently as well, last couple of months. Yeah, that they've lost an appeal or something to get the money, right? To not pay the money or something, or get the money back or whatever. Yeah, fucking mad, mate. Big up to Andy Hart. Lee, would you take Jared Bowen? Yes, I think he's a baller, mate. I think he's a top player. Yeah, the fact he ain't going to the World Cup is an absolute disgrace.
He did all he could, man, for that team.
He's a top player, mate.
I mean, Somerville, man. Somerville did it. Those two there toward the end of the season.
Somerville's had a good season.
What finance? What Matthew's finance?
I'm not sure about him. I can't lie. I'm not convinced with that guy. But again, he's playing in a team that's struggling at the bottom of the table.
He was at Southampton. He was near Southampton as well when he got relegated.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Do we want serial relegation candidates at our club like Aaron Ramsdale, friends of Aaron? Any friends of Aaron in the chat?
Hey, I'll tell you one thing though, Lee. You know, you made a point that Jared Bowen didn't go, but who do you respect Tuchel for picking players on form, or you don't respect him for not picking the big names? Because Cole Palmer's not going, Phil Foden's not going, Jared Bowen's not going, but he's taking.
The first two ain't done enough. Yeah, I think Jared Bowen pretty much, him and Somerville pretty much carried West Ham this season. And it weren't enough because the rest of them.
What about Ivan Toney? Scored 40 goals.
Is he not going? He's not going. He's going. He's fucking good. He's going.
All right, Ivan Toney. Ollie Watkins
scored. I'm Spanish anyway, so I don't care.
Yeah, but Ivan Toney, Ollie Watkins scored a couple of goals yesterday, so he's in. Harry Kane. You know, he's taking down.
The chat is saying no Wharton in the squad. Is that real?
No Wharton in the squad.
Yeah. No Lewis Hall. I haven't read Lewis Hall anyway. No Wharton in the squad. Wow.
Mainly's going. Mainly's the guy that he's always rated.
I can kind of see why. But
Reece James, Reece James and Madueke, he played with at Chelsea.
So Reece James is going. I ain't seen the squad.
Reece James is going.
No Maguire.
Maguire's left out.
Somebody was telling me in the chat that Maguire was crying all over social media that he didn't get
his mum. So his mum.
Well, fucking course his fucking mum is. His mum or his fucking sister normally moaning, isn't it?
Yeah, but you know what's happening is Dan Burns going.
That's a bit of a random one.
Yeah, but Dan Birkin.
John Stones is going. Konza's going.
How's John Stones going? John Stones has barely played all season.
John Stones is going.
Where's your base? Where's your base camp over here?
You know the goalkeepers
I'm not sure.
Henderson, Trafford.
Henderson's going. Oh, do me a favour. Fucking that country's finished.
Yeah, Jordan Henderson's going. Jordan Henderson in the squad.
Oh, good job. I'm Lee Gonzalez, isn't it?
Lee, but in goal we've got Henderson, we've got Trafford, and we've got Pickford.
Let's have a look at this squad. I haven't seen the squad.
Y'all gonna be in Kansas City. Y'all gonna be up there with old TJ Warren.
TJ Warren, yeah.
It's gonna be hot.
England squad. I haven't seen this England squad. I ain't seen it at all.
It's gonna be hot.
I searched for the Spain squad, but I ain't seen.
I've got a Spain squad. I've got a Spain squad.
David Raya is in
Yeah.
the squad, but David Raya isn't in the squad, by the way.
Yeah, he is. I hopes.
Right, the England squad: Dean Henderson, Jordan Pickford, James Trafford. Well, straight away we're in trouble. Yeah, I'm sorry. Straight away we're in trouble. That Jordan Pickford, I swear he's got Tourette's. Yeah, that guy is fucking mate. If that's England's number one, they're finished. Dan Burn, Mark Gay, Reece James, Ezra Konsa, Tino Livramento. He's a good player. He's just quite injury prone. O'Reilly. He got spun the other day, mate.
O'Reilly.
Hey,
Gerald Quansah, Jed Spence for no apparent reason, John Stones for no apparent reason, Elliot Anderson, Jude Bellingham for no apparent reason, Eza, Jordan Henderson for no reason, Kobe Mino, Declan Rice champion, same as Eze champion. Come on, well done, lads. Morgan Rogers.
Hey, I'll read the Spain squad out to you in a minute.
Anthony Gordon, not quite sure about that. Harry Kane. Harry Kane's won 4 trophies since he's left, by the way. He's got a hat-trick in the final at the weekend as well. Noni Madueke, champion. We'll allow you for now. Marcus Rashford for no apparent reason. Bukayo Saka, champion. Ivan Toney, Champions League winner back-to-back. Hold that. My baller and Ollie Watkins. Yeah, I'm sorry, lads. That ain't doing nothing.
Hey, what about Spain, though, Lee? I've got the Spanish squad, and I must warn you,
Kenny.
there are no Real Madrid players in the Spanish squad.
Not one. I swear there's Real Madrid players in that squad.
Goalkeepers are Unai Simon, David Raya, Juan Garcia. Defenders,
He's a good goalkeeper, he is.
Cucurella, Grimondo, Kubasi, Laporte, Pubil, Eric Garcia, Marcos Llorente, and Porro. Midfielders are Pedri,
I don't know why
Fabian,
Porro's there.
Zubamendi, Gavi, Rodrigo, Alex Buena, and Marino. Attackers are Oyashabal, Olmo, Nico, Jeremy Pino of Crystal Palace, Ferran, Borja Iglesias, Victor Munoz, and Lamina Lamau.
Well, you're looking at your champions right there, Kenny. Cheers.
No Real Madrid.
No
Real
Spain
Madrid
away
player
show,
is in the Spanish squad.
Yeah, I didn't
No
know.
Real
When I
Madrid
looked at the
player in
squad
the
there,
Spanish
why is De Frutos not in that squad? He's a baller, isn't he, mate, at Vallecano?
You talk about Vallecano, yeah.
But if you
he's
look
really
at
good
the
in the squad.
But then you got look at the team already. It's constructed. You know what this team is? It's just like that. When Arteta couldn't get in the team, Santi couldn't get in the team. It's a loaded team.
I don't know why Gavi's in the squad. If I'm honest, he's done fuck all season.
It's probably because he's on the
great.
It's probably because he's on the
You know, Alex Buena of Atletico Madrid, he came on, did nothing against us. He's in the squad.
He's a baller, though. I can't lie.
Rodri's in the team. Rodrigo.
But you know, some of these players, Kenny, when they go to Spain, they turn into different players when they play with their fella.
That manager's a good manager, man. He's managed their youth level all the way through. He's won at every level.
I know it's gonna sound crazy when I say this. I told you this yesterday, Ken. You better watch out for Brazil. Because he took a couple of players. I was when he got Evan Nielsen and Ryan from over at Bournemouth. I said, okay, well, they've actually got some decent players over there for Brazil.
No Morata in the squad.
If you think
Morata's useless.
All right, leave my baller alone, man. Come on, he won the Euros last time, and
no
he was the captain.
You still got France.
You still got France. He played in under-21s.
Yeah, Mosquera's not in the squad.
Lee, you still got France you got to deal with. That's still
Spain are pissing that, man. I'm telling you right now, mate. Spain are comfy.
Messi went off injured today, so I don't know what's up.
They won 6-4, didn't they? Suarez hat trick.
Yeah, they won the game. Yesterday. He walked off. He went off. They say he went off injured yesterday. Well, that's the rumor. They don't know to what extent. So
yeah, if you look at that Spain team, Llorente, he's a good player. Yeah, Pubil, not quite sure why he's there, if I'm honest. Porro, not sure about that. Emerick Laporte has had a dog shit season at Bilbao.
Anybody that's got to play in the actual play any of their games outdoors this year over here in the States, I'm telling you, that's gonna be hot.
You know, Yamal, is he fit? Is Lamine Yamal, is he fit?
No, he's injured at the minute, I think.
Oh, he's injured.
He was in the crowd. I didn't watch the Barca game yesterday, but
what Nico
was in the
Williams,
crowd for the game before.
How's Nico
Shit.
been playing this season?
They're rubbish. Bilbao have been shit all season. His
me,
brother's
they-
better than him anyway.
When they 12,
how has he been playing for Spain though? In the qualifiers, how's he been playing for Spain?
Shit. Bilbao finished 12th. They lost 19 games.
How much
they
are
lost
they,
half
how
the
much
games.
they paying this guy for him to stay? How much
300
they
grand a week. He's on 300 bags. a week.
No,
He's literally on Bukayo Saka money. Yeah, it's mad. I'm just looking at La Liga table. Fucking hell. Like, they've got 5 teams in the Champions League. Barcelona, Real Madrid, Villarreal, Atleti, Betis. They turned their season around as well, Betis.
Don't forget the hype motion final.
Is Bellerin in that team?
Yeah, he's in the Champions League.
Oh God!
Hector Bellerin. I mate, we were pissed ourselves the other day. He was having a mare, wasn't he, last Monday?
Well, he was all over the place.
He was a fucking shambles.
Hey,
Celta Vigo are qualified for the.
I don't know when we're gonna wrap up, but a question you need to ask yourself, and this is just humorous. Do you think Bellerin speaks like with a sort of like, you know, North London accent? You know, he tries to speak like he tries to speak youth accent.
Yeah, that's what he used to at Arsenal. He's probably.
Do you think he's lost his youth accent?
Yep, a little bit. Yeah, I'd imagine. Yeah, because now he's back around like Spanish. I'd say he's probably lost it a little bit. But if he talks to his boys back home, then you just slip back into that.
Do you remember Ali Adier when Ali Adier used to speak? But you know the best one. The best one is your Anana of
Anana at Everton.
Is that Aston Villa? I swear to God. Hey,
yeah, Aston Villa. Yeah.
You wait. Hey, my name ain't Andre, mate. You know what I mean? How did he learn to speak like that?
Class, isn't it? Like fucking Getafe have qualified for the Conference League.
Getafe, man, throwback.
There's 8 teams qualified, yeah.
It's Getafe. Getafe. Is that for Madrid? Is that in
it's
a
North
district of Madrid?
Yeah. North of Madrid.
You got Vallecano, the two Alecom.
Yeah.
So got 4 teams in Madrid.
Yeah, Vallecano South of Madrid. Yeah, I think.
Well,
Getafe. I think Getafe is north of Madrid. I think. Yeah, I think Getafe is north. Vallecano is south. I think.
Yeah, what about Atletico? What part of Madrid is Atletico?
Then you have Leganes, but they're in La Liga too. Leganes is south.
What Atletico? Where are they from? What part of Madrid are they?
I think they're from North Madrid. I think.
What about Real? What part are they from? What part are they in the centre of Madrid?
Rayo Vallecano.
No, for Real Madrid. Real.
Oh, Real. I think they're south. I think. I don't know. Right. Madrid's Madrid to me.
Yeah, but
you think I'd understand the country by now, wouldn't you?
also, shout out to Lons yesterday. They won their the Coupe de France yesterday. They won that for the first time in their club's history.
Who, Lons?
Lons, yeah.
Wow.
Do you remember Lons?
And they finished second in Ligue 1 as well.
What phase is he in?
Yeah.
AC Milan have just sacked their whole ball, by the way.
Iriola's going in.
We're going to wrap in a second, Kenny, yeah?
Yeah, right. But what question I need to ask as well? What question I got? Right. I can't let you guys go. Scoreline and scorers for Saturday, please.
I'm gonna go 2-1. I'm gonna go Jokeris and Kai Havertz.
I'm gonna go 2-1 as it stands. Let me see the starting 11 though. And I'm gonna go Gabi Magalhaes and Bukayo Saka the winner.
I'm going 2-1, but I can't. I'm not sure who to.
He's asked a question, mate, and he's not giving his answer.
It's too close to call. It's too close to call. Because the reason why I've done that is it's too close to call. Because you think about it, you got a team that has been the best team factually and statistically in the tournament against a team who's put the best team in Europe.
He's not an Arsenal fan.
So the question is that it's not set in stone. Yes, we've played well in the competition, but we haven't played PSG, and PSG haven't played us. That's why it's too close to call.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I don't care who scores the winning goal. Yeah, whoever it is going to be etched in history at our football.
Even if it's the Milky Bar kid from Norway.
I couldn't Milky Bar.
Well,
I couldn't care less.
It kind of goes both ways now because if
wouldn't it be nice if it was an academy player though, like Skelly or Dowman or like
Good.
Like
You had to get
Saka.
Dowman in there, didn't you? You had to get Dowman in there.
Yeah, Dowman's the best player we have, mate. He's a baller. Yeah, well, Eze came through the academy. You know what I'm saying? Eze.
Are we actually claiming Eze as an academy guy? Are we really?
Yeah, 100%. We're shameless now.
We got rid of him when he was 13.
Nobody cares. He's one of us. Same as Harry Kane. Bring him back. Bring Kane back. Hey, if we got anything about us, we're going to sign Harry Kane in the summer.
If it goes both ways. So if we win, of course, we know this takes the club to another trajectory. But also for PSG, if they win, it'd be the first time in a while somebody's going back to back. And then you got to keep in mind now. We all remember when they came into the money, what their ownership said. They were looking at doing what being in Europe's elite. So, you know,
I think Luis Enrique's won 9 trophies at that club already.
He's worked the master PSG. Yeah, he's worked the masterclass.
And the maddest thing is, he's got rid of Messi. Well, I don't know if he got rid of Messi and he got rid of.
He rolled Mbappe out of it.
I think Neymar had already gone, but I may be wrong.
Yeah, but it was going to go anyway. But you know the thing about it, right, is that if PSG win, beat us, they're going to go on and dominate. I think they'll win it 3 times in a row. They'll do a Real Madrid and win it again next year.
Also, I was going to bring this up earlier. I'm glad we talked about PSG. This manager gets one over on his old club.
Yeah, and Ransom be rage quitting his stream and joining the emergency.
Oh, by the way,
the champion stream.
By the way, Heinz will get one over. Oh, there's a little bit of incentive here.
Oh, yeah. Right, because they both played at PSG, didn't they?
Both played at the same time.
So I'm saying, and we lost the final in Paris, and we're playing Paris 20 years later. Yeah, I'm saying it right now. Lauren, I love you, babe. After watching that Anfield that Istanbul documentary, I'm convinced we're winning it, mate.
Lee Kenny, there's something special going on here. Areola tied to PSG. What's his? There was another person that was tied to PSG. It slipped my mind now. But there's a lot of players that's kind of tied into this whole thing here. This is
Ronaldinho.
You had Rance will have to take his shirt off. Rance will have to take his Ronaldinho PSG shirt off and go and buy a fucking Morgan Rogers Aston Villa shirt for the Super Cup final. He can walk to that final as well. Yeah. He was on the stream with me on Friday on his treadmill. I said, "Where you walk to? Budapest to see PSG get slapped." Mate, Ronnie, I'm going to see you tomorrow, mate. You can hold that.
You're Rance. And I was asking my Rance. Has Rance got another boxing match coming up soon?
Yeah, I didn't know that. He told me on Friday. In 2 weeks,
he must have a
against an Arsenal fan. Apparently, I don't know. I don't know. I haven't seen it, but he said he had a fight.
Well, he'll win anyway. He's got a good right.
I said you could take all your anger out, on that Arsenal fan, then can't you? I said we might have won a double by then.
Yeah, he's got a good right hand, and he's got a pretty good jab there, so he should be okay.
Yeah, but how many fights has Rance had?
Only a couple, I think.
Only a couple. Was his first fight about 7 years ago? So he's only fought twice in 7 years.
Fuck knows. He's got the taste for it, though.
All I know is that he's got a bloody good right hander anyway.
Big up everyone locked in, man.
Good length as well, by the way, Kenny.
Yeah.
Big up everyone locked in, man.
But both his fights, all the fights I've seen of him, he's knocked his opponents out. He stopped his opponents.
He lost the last fight. He lost the last one. Did he lose the last one? I think he lost the last fight.
No, it was a draw.
On decision. They screwed him on decision. It was.
Oh, he got screwed on decision.
Yeah, they did. They fucked him on. Yeah.
But he's got two. But he stopped his opponent in 2019, and he stopped another Mixed so stopped him.
He the dude before the last fight. He demolished him.
Was it a draw last time?
Yeah,
I can't remember.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was a draw. They screwed him on the
card.
And
he should have won that fight. He should have won that.
But you at the O2 for his fight against
He will not be named son.
But fellas, every weapon that we have at our disposal needs to be used on this weekend, on this next coming. This is the final game of the season, gentlemen. This is it. This is
man. 100%. Big up Tiger Claws, man. Bless up for the super chat, bruv. Why you're not Tiger Claws anymore. You're Champion Claws, bruv, because you're a champion as well, back to back. Yeah, your name is Champion. Anyone who's won a title this season, you're known as Champion. Anyone who's won a trophy this season, you're Champion. Yeah, so everywhere you go,
what about champion? What about playoff? What about the playoffs?
Nah, that's a lot of bollocks. No, that's like bollocks.
Congratulations on Hull getting his.
Big up Notts County as well. Big up to Notts County, they're up.
And Bolton,
yeah. And Bolton. It's a shame Tottenham didn't get relegated. They would have been playing Bolton and Lincoln next season.
Yeah, but Hull, like it says, away trip to Hull, East Yorkshire.
Yeah, that's their stadium's quite nice. Big up, man. Lee, your crush outs over Arsenal always bring us great joy. Sadly, it's over, but it was fun while it lasted. Now you can see me. Yeah. Now you can see me be a top gooner, bruv. I'm telling you right fucking now. Yeah, because now ain't no one chatting to me. We're champions. Yeah, hold that. Yeah, don't chat to me. We've got Declan Rice, mate. Yeah.
Declan English. His name's Declan English.
I'm not going to get started on Cesc. He's qualified for the champs. Kenny, the way to beat PSG, solid at the back, catch him on the break, also give Dalman minutes. If Dalman starts here, mate, imagine he's going to bed every night thinking, if I come on that pitch and I score the winning goal, 16. Yeah, he'll be the youngest goal scorer ever in the chat. Well, would he be the youngest goal scorer in the Champions League? He probably would, wouldn't he?
Thank you, mate.
He'd definitely be the youngest in the final.
There's a film coming out in 20 years about this.
It'll be coming out in about 20 days, Kenny.
I meant to say yesterday, Spike Lee's already probably securing the rights to Eze's film. He's probably trying to get that
Spike Lee's a gooner, isn't he?
Him and the Mayor of New York, brother.
Me and Tal see him in the away end, fucking Chelsea. He goes to a lot of games. Me and Tal. Tal don't normally ask for selfies from anyone. He asked him for a selfie.
Big up.
They're in the same business, filming, isn't it? Filmmakers.
Yeah, big up Spike Lee, man. Proper Arsenal. Yeah, not like half of these twats that were standing on the pitch yesterday.
And the mayor of New York. Yeah,
you mean that posh one from League of Their Own? You know that guy looks like I don't know what he looks like.
Yeah, half of them. Yeah. Listen, they have supported Arsenal for years, but come on, how many games have they actually genuinely fucking?
Do they pay for their tickets?
They're all on the pitch. Yeah, did they even watch the games unless they're getting a freebie? No.
Spike's wearing the throwback sweaters, man.
Do you know who I see? Do you know who I see? Yeah, that fucking has now apparently come out the woodwork and claiming he's an Arsenal fan. And I need and I wonder. Come on, Terry Crews. Yeah, apparently he's an Arsenal fan now. Yeah, apparently he was watching. Apparently, he's got a signed Arsenal shirt.
Hey,
that I see on Instagram. He's got a signed Arsenal shirt he's giving away. Yeah. To a fan. Yeah, this was like a couple of days ago. Yeah, and he got gifted it and he's giving it away to someone. Yeah, and he goes, I was going there when we were playing against and Thierry Henry was playing. Shut man, you're chatting shit.
Bullshit.
I'm trying to find out where these fans was at when it was 8-2. When we got blown away against.
Where were they at 6-0?
Yeah, 6.
Where were they at Villarreal?
I didn't see anyone when Eduardo went down. I was was looking for that. You know.
And do you know what the maddest thing is? I've got all mine documented all over Twitter on my previous account. I've got it all documented on YouTube. We've been through the trenches, man.
Yeah.
Kenny's got it documented because he goes every fucking week.
Bro, I'm telling you.
You've got it documented. Yeah, because you're online as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, these men just come out the woodwork. Now we've won something. No, we've been through the trench.
They were doing that before we win. You mean that's that dumb girl out of who was in that film Top Boy, some stupid girl. Her surname's Hocking. Oh, I don't know what that rhymes with anyway. But I snapped. You know what I mean? It was like someone had said a Millwall fan at the Real Madrid game last year. I said, just drop me out of it. I said, Tam, I thought you support Millwall. What are you doing here? He went, oh, my son's an Arsenal fan.
Right, cool. So why has he got a ticket then?
Exactly.
Fucking against Real Madrid. Yeah, was. Oh, okay, cool. So he got a ticket, but somebody else couldn't. Cheers, mate. Well done.
So and then you know Letitia Wright, who was out of Black Panther, Top Boy. Oh yeah, she was there.
Hey, can you say your boy Piers Morgan on the pitch yesterday? You saw that? You saw your boy
that guy fucking winds me up.
The hunchback of Sussex.
That Jack Whitehall as well. He fucking winds me up.
Yeah, Jack Whitehall, the posh boy. But Piers Morgan, hunchback of Sussex.
To be fair to him, yeah, he has supported Arsenal for a long time, and he does have a season. She
supported someone else.
They say that about me all the time, Kenny. True. We got bored with this mutant form. Congrats, Liam Panel. Finally over the line. Fair play to Arteta. I was at the Club Rouge title parade today. The heat was rough. You're not bored with this mutant form. You're bored with this champion, bruv. Champion.
Didn't they boy, correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't y'all sack two managers?
Yeah, they sacked everyone. Went from fucking right down there to right up there.
They sacked everybody.
Yeah, they sacked the whole fucking team.
Jake Wood. Yeah, Jake Wood's always been Arsenal. Jake Wood, aka Max Branning's been Arsenal for life.
Yeah, he's been Arsenal for years.
I've seen him at the Arsenal. I've seen you know, guy out of Line of Duty, Adrian Dunbar. I've seen Hastings.
Yeah, he was on the.
He's Arsenal. He sits near me.
He's been Arsenal for years.
He's been going for years. And there's a guy called Gerard Horan. He played Charisma in London's Burning. He goes all the time. I always shout to him. I shout out to him one time. I went, Charisma, and he looked around and laughed.
Big up to my guy, bro. Where you been? Where have you been, my friend? Come on.
Hey,
Lee. Friend Chican, where you at?
Hey Lee, I'm gonna have to drop out because my wife's killing me. She says, "Oh, you've done your 2 hours."
All right, go on. Say to wifey, I'm a champion. I do what I want.
Hey, I just want to say to my wife,
don't do that, Kenny.
I'll just say champions. But yeah, I ain't gonna. Don't drop me out yet. We'll just check.
Hey, big up to Fruit Loops. To be fair, Lee did say we'd be champs this year. At the start of the season, I said we're in the top 4 race. To be fair,
they're all in the garden. They're all in the garden now. So, like I said,
it's bank holiday in England, isn't it? Yeah, it's bank holiday in England, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
it's bank holiday Monday, isn't it?
Isn't it in Spain?
No. Well, they love a bank holiday out here, but today ain't bank holiday. I don't think. I'm pretty sure it ain't bank holiday.
Because
if it is, I've been out and the shops are open.
I know it's a silly question, but like during the football season, we have a break, don't we? So is this the last show before the football season? We're going to have one next week.
We'll do one after the final, yeah. Yeah, we'll do one next Monday, and then that'll be the final one of the season, yeah.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Kenny, this season's gone on for about 5 years, mate. I need a break. I swear to God.
I think we're all tired.
Matty, could you please talk to our blonde brother from MK to do the World Cup special? He's missing out. This is going to be an epic World Cup. Do not sit this one out, Lee. You're going to regret it.
He'll be there.
Regret it.
I'm not from MK anymore, mate. I'm from Malaga. Yeah, Lee Gonzalez.
That'll be his stream for his one stream a day is the World Cup game. He'll do it.
No, I'm gonna do content on here.
If England win this World Cup and you've missed out on content, you're going to regret it.
I'm Spanish.
I'm going to be enjoying them from my couch in my living room, and I'm going to be watching a lot of games.
No, I'll be honest. I will be doing streams.
Tickets have been reduced.
Yeah, but it's too late. I mean, we got $4 gas over here, man. We got gas for like $4.20. Anybody can afford to go.
Is there any games being held in the south? In the World Cup.
Atlanta, but anybody that's down here knows you don't want to deal with Atlanta traffic with the World Cup going on. Hell no, I don't want to deal with Atlanta traffic without working. Let alone.
Hey, but what about the Atlanta weather? The Atlanta weather.
That won't matter because they'll be playing inside. They'll be playing inside, so it wouldn't matter.
Yeah,
out west, like I think there's a couple of games out in Seattle.
Good luck with that.
A couple of outs, I think.
Seattle. That's nowhere near you. Seattle.
Yeah, but it's still gonna be hot. And I want to say, I think I can't remember. There's a fixture not in Chicago at Soldier Field. Some of these outdoor stadiums, it's gonna be hell. It's gonna be hell to pay. I think there's
how many, are we talking 40 degrees? Are we talking 40 degrees?
Yeah, that's what I told you yesterday. Yeah, about 40 degrees. Anywhere from 35 to 40.
They've got to shut the roof in. They've got to have an indoor stadium. They've got to shut the roof.
No, it's gonna be hot. It's gonna be just like the Club World Cup. Hot.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you also have the states where it's like thunder and lightning.
Yeah, those wild weather delays. Yeah.
Yeah, fucking 2-hour delay.
But I tell you what they did do too. All of the stadiums that are indoor facilities, they pull the turf up. It's gonna be grass.
How many Arsenal players are going to the World Cup?
All of our starting 11 are going.
Yeah, I think everybody's going for the most part. In addition to 2 or 3 on the bench.
Yeah, pretty much.
So we're going to run out of gas by Christmas then.
No,
this is what I'm saying.
Berta's going to be buying it. Whoever's coming in, he's going to. That's not going to the World Cup. Is going to be.
Hey, Matty, you forgot. If we win the Champions League, you've got the Super Cup.
No, when we win the Champions
League,
League,
World Cup Championships.
Yeah, we got the Super Cup. So Rance will be doing his treadmill with an Aston Villa shirt on. Ooh, off the post. He'll be wearing an Aston Villa shirt instead of the PSG shirt he was wearing the other day. Yeah, and then when we win that, then when we win that, is then we got the Intercontinental Cup. Yeah, so what? Pick a team, Rance. Then we got the Club World Cup. Pick a team again. Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? It's almost like trophies at the aim of the game, isn't it, lads?
Yeah, it's just on the cup.
It's almost like success.
Yeah.
It's nice, isn't it? It's better than finishing second.
Basically, what's happening is
we got the dinner plate.
Season.
We got the dinner plate too. That starts. We got that this year.
Oh, we got the Emirates Cup as well.
Community Shield.
The Community Shield, yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, that's in Cardiff. That's in the Millennium Stadium.
Why?
No.
Because I think Wembley. I don't know. I think has Wembley got a concert of some shit.
This is why I live in Spain. That's why I live in Spain, Ken. It's a load of bollocks.
That's why I hate Wembley. Can you imagine it? Wembley's a football stadium, and we can't have just Community Shield. We got to go to Cardiff for the Community Shield.
We're probably going to watch fucking Beyonce for about the 50th time. Nobody cares. Like,
I don't know who it's Beyonce, but it's in Cardiff.
That's pathetic. Big up to Hazuka PK. Yeah, I want us to park about 6 buses on Saturday. No, fuck that. Park the plane there, bruv. Yeah, park the plane in front of that goal. Yeah, Gabby Magalhaes, 1-0. Bosh. Yeah, corner. Wait, Ola better be singing that song Saturday, mate.
Oh, yeah. You know. We dusted it off yesterday.
Yeah, big up to my guy Frenchican as well, man. Liba Ballon d'Or with a Champions League and World Cup. Watch, Frenchie. All right, bro. France ain't winning that, but good luck. Good luck, brother. Appreciate you, man. I ain't spoke to you for ages, man. I hope you're well, man. I hope your family's well. But listen, we're going to raid Dan Potts. He's live football's 12th man. Kenny, we have one more game and one more pod, one more fan cam this season. And we are the champions, my friend. Kenny, I swear down.
We keep on fighting to the end. We are the
champions. We are the champions. No time for losers. Get out of here, you losers. Leave us alone.
We are the champions of the world.
We will be on fucking Saturday. I'm saying it. We're winning that. Kenny, I love you, man. It's been long season. I'm so happy for you. You've seen it, man. You've been nearly every home game. You have been every home game. You've been a lot of the
every home game. Hey, I've been quite a few ways. Well, the ways I could get to, the ways I actually got that were confirmed. But I ain't going to tell you. We did our first podcast was on I think it was on the 19th of August, and it's now the 25th of May. And next week we'll be doing a podcast on the 1st of June. We are bloody. This is exhausting, but I'll tell you one thing. Can you imagine it? How much energy we had last season, the season before, because we were not involved in these amount of emotional games. We weren't winning anything, and now we're exhausted mentally as well as physically because of the involvement and because of the success of this team.
And you've been to every home game this season, so you're more exhausted than us. We're just sat at home. Yeah.
Hey, I think I've done. I think I've done the old. I think I've done the. I can't count. I'm used to be good at arithmetic, but let's just say I don't actually count matches via numbers. I just look at my bank balance and see how empty it is.
Well, your wife's giving it Fergie time, going, hold up a minute. Yeah, if we need to have words, mate.
No,
I love you, man. I love you. One more, man. One more to go, Kenny.
Matty, are we gonna have a phone call before this week about
absolutely? You know, I'm probably gonna call you between now and then. They have some reassurance about this coming weekend, but I think we're gonna get it over the line.
Give me reassurance. I'm not too confident.
Yeah, I think we'll get it over the line. I think we'll get it over the line, and it won't be pretty. It won't be sexy. It'll be rough and rugged like it's been for the remainder of this season. Right. So at this stage, I just
did a parade today.
What's that, Kenny?
Man City did a parade today for the FA Cup and League Cup
for 115.
That's 116. It's 116 now.
116, yeah.
It's 116. They just signed Maresca.
They had a parade for that. 116.
No, but unless it's AI. Unless it's AI, I've heard rumours that Man City have had a.
I'm not sure they've done a parade. I'm not sure.
But maybe it's AI. But Aston Villa, I want to say one more thing.
Yeah,
congratulations to Unai Emery. Unai Emery is proved as one of the top bosses in European football.
And then Palace on Wednesday. Lee, we'll be watching that.
Yeah. If you're free, join, man.
I'll try to get over there and watch that with you on Wednesday. But Palace is going to be going for a trophy.
Yeah.
Which I think
we're down for the trophy. We could do a clean sweep in Europe this season.
Yeah.
All right, Stace, bless up, sweetie. Bless up, darling. Every single time. Every single time, babe.
One thing I will say: don't support the English teams in Europe. Have some pride.
Well, I'm Spanish, so I'm supporting Vallecano.
Show a bit of pride. Come on.
Champion Gonzalez. Ole, ole. Matty. One more game, man.
Yep.
One more game, bro. One more pod. We can enjoy our summer, man. And we can breathe because this has been long.
Yeah, it's been
I can only feel for people like Kenny and people that have gone to I know people that have gone to every game this season. Yeah, Kenny's done every home game and a lot of the aways. Yeah, it's draining, mate. We're just sat in our houses and it's been
but still, you know, we've had to sit here and this ain't no slight to what Kenny does. Kenny, you know, anytime go ahead again.
It's not a lie. Man City did have a parade.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, I'm not laughing in that piss take way. It's Pep's leaving, isn't it? Pep's leaving. Yeah. So they're gonna. I bet they paraded with every trophy he's won as well, and so they fucking should. What's a manager?
Oh! By the way, one of the characters out of Thunderbirds. I'm sorry, Noel Gallagher made sure he was dead.
Thunderbirds, can you kill me?
But yeah, you know, we get over the line, and we'll see how we do next weekend. But yeah, we're here, and Lee, it's been a tough, long, hard season. We've watched together. I think we've watched almost 90% of the games together this year.
Yeah,
it's been stressful, mad stressful.
Which game was it that I missed? Was it Mansfield? It was Mansfield.
We both missed that one. The
Mansfield. I didn't wake up.
You overslept in it.
That's the only game I've missed, and I had to watch it back. And then I did a fan cam.
Straight stressful, 1-0, own goals. You know, just getting it. You know, long tough season this year, man. But we crossed that line. Kudos to everybody. Kudos to everybody who's there with us all year. Who's tuned in every Monday, watch replays. Whether you like us or you hated us, thank you for viewing. We appreciate it, man. And we move on to Saturday. Saturday is going to be a big day on Saturday. So
massive, absolutely massive.
I'm gonna have a nice barbecue in the afternoon on my patio.
I got jerk chicken coming, baby.
You're torturing me, guys.
Yeah, do you know what? There's only two places I can get that from. Yeah. 2 Jamaican places around this.
Yard man and who else?
One of the Jamaican guys that's in Marbella.
Apparently, my man told me he's got a good take. He's got a successful takeaway around the Crystal Palace area.
Yeah, he has. Yeah, bro. To get this jerk chicken, I have to go to Marbella, and right now this time of the year it's just fucking
You
heaving.
can do it.
It's
You can
like
make it
busy.
yourself.
Well, no, I could, but I'd rather get it from a Jamaican gaff. You know
You
what
want
I'm saying?
authentic.
Yeah,
You want
but the
authentic.
problem is this gaff, yeah, they're fucking only open on a Tuesday and a Wednesday. They shut their restaurant the rest of the week. And
That tell you
I
how
swear
good
to
it is.
God,
Hey, that tell you how good it is.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
2 days.
and then the other gaff, yeah, is up in Malaga. Yeah, and it's like that's 30 minutes
That's
away.
hard,
I'm
yeah.
like, come on, man.
Stop.
Yeah, I might as well just make
Do
it
they,
myself.
do they want to make money?
Bro, that gaff in, I've been there once before in Marbella. Yeah, they queue out the door because it's only open 2 days a week. Yeah, and it's not. There's not many Jamaican people that live around here. Yeah, it's just foreigners that are on holiday that go there,
Yeah,
or
but a
locals.
lot,
that-
Africa. Oh, okay. A lot of Africans out there. Maybe they can make some suya.
Suya. We better fucking
Yeah,
win that
Suya.
trophy, bruv. Lads, it's been class. We've got one more pod to go. We've got one more game to go, and I'm so confident we're going to do it. So maybe I need to calm down a little bit. Chat, this has been sick. Bless up. Ray Dan Potts here with a champion emoji. Just a trophy emoji raid. Just a trophy emoji and raid. Bless up to everyone locked in. And if you're a champion, yeah, when you walk out your house and anyone asks what your name is or what your hotel booking was, or I booked a table tonight, what name did I put it under? Champion. You're a champion, bruv, and we're going to do it. We're out.
Champions.
Love. I'll be back again tomorrow. All right, Rance, I'll see you tomorrow, mate.
The champ is here.
The
Ladies and
champ
gentlemen,
is here.
yeah.